I hate this man.
I'm a rebel. You know how I do.
Do that in your own time.
Yeah, rebel on your own time.
Right.
Don't
I
rebel
rebel.
here.
I rebel.
No, you don't.
Yeah. Here you
I
fall in
rebel.
line. In here you
Law
follow
and
orders.
order. You hear me?
In your
Law
own
and
time.
order.
In your own
I
time.
Oh my
overloaded
god.
the shotgun.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That you gonna get the work.
Fall in line.
While you're here, you follow orders. Out there in the wherever the dookie place you go to, you can curse up a storm all you want, but here you got 30 seconds of clean.
All right. So I'm gonna play the
You got a
song
problem
now,
with that?
and by the time we play
Right.
this song, 30 seconds has been
Should-
up, and then I got choice words for you, buddy.
Wait, but you still have to say the highs and stuff,
Oh, okay.
and then he can.
Okay. All right. Your time's coming, buddy.
Right, but you're gonna get yours.
Let me play this little intro.
Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet.
Have you ever had a dream that that you
What is up, everybody?
Hello.
interrupt.
It's not Happy New Year.
It's not yet.
It's
But
not.
can I take a
Wait
moment?
minute. Wouldn't it be out by noon?
I guess I
No, it
can't
comes out
take a
It
moment.
comes out Monday.
Man, I just wanted to say happy anniversary to you guys. Hey! Now, we aren't quite releasing this on the date of the anniversary, but this week does hold the anniversary date of the Playing Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya.
This.
Happy birthday.
Shh, shh, shh.
Happy birthday
Shush, shush.
to ya.
This has been the longest running thing that we've done as a channel for a while, but now we officially hit the year mark. I'm proud of us. Just want to take a moment to say that. Proud of you, John.
Hashtag consist. Thank you.
Proud, proud of you, Rafa.
Thank you.
Most
Well,
of
Rafa
all,
doesn't get.
Why?
Rafa doesn't get it.
Why not?
doesn't
He's a
get
part of
it.
it. Part of the ship, part of the crew.
exactly.
You like. He showed up like 2/3 in. It doesn't count.
Part of the ship, part of the crew. I am extending congratulations. He's a part of it, you know.
Thank
No,
you.
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
not-
We could have a
Thank you,
separate
Alex.
celebration from when Rafa's been here for a year.
I
But-
don't remember when he came back. That's
Why
a
are we
lot
gonna
of
do
work.
all that? Why can't we just celebrate a 1 year of the podcast?
Because
Why
I'm
does
pointing
that
at
have to
me
be
and
such a
Alex.
fucking specific thing?
Because I'm pointing at me and Alex. We're here for a year.
So-
I'm pointing at you, Rafa.
In
have
John's
been
mind, when let's say you work at a company and they're celebrating the anniversary, but you just got hired 2 weeks ago, you don't get
Right.
invited.
You don't get to
Yeah,
celebrate
you're
the
not.
anniversary
You weren't
with-
there to see the year. So
Yeah.
why are
even
you
though
celebrating?
you're part of the company.
Right, but you're part of the company 2/3 into the 1 year, so you don't get to celebrate.
But I will say Rafa has been in every podcast we've ever done. Ever. So I think he deserves to fucking celebrate the year, John.
He
you.
deserves to celebrate
also-
it when he's been there for a year.
He also started the
Definitely gets
channel
to-
with us.
And I'm the one that brought in the whole idea of podcasting.
He did do that.
to you guys.
He did do that.
So-
You brought up the idea, but you weren't there for a physical year.
Without me, you wouldn't have been podcasting in the first place.
No, that is true. That is 1,000% true. But hold on, John. Hold on. Well, let's take care of business. I want to shout out the audio listenership wherever you listen on Spotify, Anchor, Breaker, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Shout out to y'all. And I also want to take a moment to shout out our YouTube viewership because that's the only place where you can see what we play while we pod.
Holy shit.
Cheers.
And today, that game is none other than the notorious Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep. Cyberpunk
John,
2077.
what are you doing? You can't be playing
I'm
that.
playing. I just told you I'm playing Cyberpunk.
That game, that game doesn't work. What are you doing? You can't be playing that.
Working for me. Doing the thing for me. I don't see why you guys are all butthurt about it. It's working for me.
Have they fixed it, by the way, or is it still?
They- They have
Patches are
dropped.
slowly coming out.
I think they have dropped 3-4 patches that addresses like the main issues, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure of the performance. I know they increased performance on the original on the the base consoles, but it's been playing damn near identical, like the same for me since launch. So
Yeah, like I haven't seen many like personally I haven't seen any like fixes only because my version of the game wasn't like super duper buggy. It's still glitchy, of course,
oh yeah,
but it's not like Call of Duty's worse.
yeah.
I can play this, no problem. Like if we were having these issues, if people were saying that stuff about Call of Duty and refunds and all that, yeah, I could see that.
But specifically
But
Series X, not just the difference is there that
right.
most copies, well, the
I
all
didn't need
copies on the base consoles are just garbage of Cyberpunk,
Right.
whereas Call of Duty is only the Series X version that's just not
Nah.
working.
Nah, it's ass juice. I know, but it's still ass juice too.
But I think that's a perfect segue since we're talking about games for. It's too long. It's already too long. It's time for What Are We Playing This Week, baby? My favorite segment of the podcast where we go in and rant about what games we've been playing since the last time that we spoke. Now, these games, these games are not games that you've seen us play on stream or on YouTube. These are games that we play for ourselves. So, John,
Yes.
go ahead and
Yes.
tell them what you've been playing this week, baby.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I'm playing. I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk. I beat the
You
game.
just made me a liar. You know that? I just said these are games that we
I
don't
didn't
play
play it on stream. I didn't play it on stream.
Go
I
ahead.
played it by myself. I didn't know you weren't there. But I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk. I beat it last week. Did I say I beat the game last week or no?
I don't know. You say a lot.
No.
I didn't, right? I
No, you
beat
did
it. I beat
not.
the main story. And then I was told by you, Alex, that
Alex.
this game has like the side missions really affect how your ending comes out. So I'm doing all the side quests to see how my ending will be different and see if I can get a better ending. So I've been playing mostly that and then Call of Duty Black Ops, but it crashed again, so I'm not doing that anymore. Stop playing that one, but that's it. Cyberpunk and Call of Duty. Well, what about you, Alex?
I've honestly just been playing Cyberpunk. Like, that's it. Nothing else.
But it's dog caca.
Not for me, Zerg. No, I love it. I have like 52 hours into the game, and I
I
can
also have like 50 something.
I can beat the main quest whenever I want because I'm on that mission. But I've just been doing
Right.
all the side quests, and I finished all the ones because when you drive around the map, you pick up side quests here and there depending on what you do. I am at a point where I finished all of those, and now I'm driving around the map doing the ones that I haven't gotten yet. So probably by next week, I'll probably be done with every mission in the game. So I'm working on that.
That's tight. That's good. That's good.
Wow.
So Rafa,
Me?
yeah, you.
Let's see. What have I been playing? I started playing Skyrim again. I'm enjoying it.
I want to
It's
do that
fun.
too.
Yeah, I'm doing something different. I was telling John earlier. I'm doing something different because normally I do like one-handed swords or two-handed swords. I go like the fighting warrior
Yep.
style, or a bow and arrow, or like an assassin. Like I've done all that before, but I've never really just did like a mage route, like where I just only do like magic and stuff like that. So like that's what I'm doing this time around. I'm focusing more on like conjuring magic, like summoning things, and destruction magic, just in case I can't finish the guys off, with just bringing up a familiar or like a zombie or whatever. So I've been doing that. I've only been playing it for a few hours. Like I started yesterday, but I've been really enjoying it. Like there's a reason why everybody knows Skyrim and it's on everything. It's such a good game.
Yeah.
Like I'm back into it. I'm doing all the side missions. I'm just wandering around, like fighting things. Like it's just a really fun game, and I can't. It just makes me more excited for the next Elder Scrolls game, whenever that will come out.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. I played a little bit of VR chat, like not on stream. That's fun. Yeah. It's fun. Just just shooting the shit. We were just talking and goofing around with people. It's fun. It's a different experience. I know we've played VR chat beforehand, like for the channel and stuff like that. But I never really like it's different this time around because like back then I was just like whatever, let's just fuck around and talk shit and just see like let's try to get people mad or like I wasn't taking it. I don't say it seriously, but like this time around it's a bit different. Like it's like you have genuine conversations with people and you don't even know who they are. Like it's such a weird experience, especially now like where human interaction's so not there anymore because of the whole pandemic thing. So it's really weird and like apparently there's a lot of people getting drunk on there. So
Well, that sounds nice.
it's fun. I've really been enjoying it. Off stream, that's all I've been playing. That's all I've really been playing because, for the most part, if I have the chance, I'm just gonna end up streaming it anyways. But I know it's against what Alex said, but like on stream, I've played. I've played.
Alex, this is that thing you were saying. How how every week he's got some shit to say. How somehow this one goes off the rails. You said not on stream.
It's
That's
fine.
how this one different.
It's fine. I don't really.
Yeah, I'm a rebel though.
I don't care anymore. Y'all just do whatever you want.
I
Me.
rebel, Alex. I rebel.
Yeah. Huh?
There's a rebellion, is it not?
I played Siege with the boys. No, didn't we play Warzone? No, we played Warzone for the video. I was like, yeah,
We played Warzone for a video.
Yeah, I played Warzone
Yeah.
for video. And that was
Check it out,
horrible.
it's up. You should watch it. It's
Yeah,
up.
that was
Oh,
good. That
you
was a
were
good time.
horrible. You
were
were
bad at it.
horrible.
Yeah, you were bad at it.
I blame the game. There you go.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. You shouldn't blame the game. You should only blame yourself.
Let's see. Did we played Roblox? I feel like we played Roblox at one point.
That was on stream.
That was on stream.
But I mean, but you're an animal.
Oh yeah,
so-
there it was. Yeah, it was on stream. And I'm doing this thing on stream where the last thing I play is one match of one-on-ones in Rocket League. That's how I've been ending my streams. It's fun. It's a fun way
okay.
to end it.
Cool.
The last stream I was in one. I was going against this one guy who was really good. Like he was flying around and like like making the how like those pro guys could do that. Like they could like move the ball in the air and shit like that. Like he was doing.
Oh, like
that.
they juggle it.
Like, yeah, he was juggling. There was no way I would ever beat this guy, right? And he scored on me like a couple of times, and I was just there trying my best, trying to like hit the bar or whatever. And this guy stopped playing like aggressive against me. Like he knew that I sucked, right? And he just ended up forfeiting the match. So technically, I
hell?
won.
Like you just left.
He just left. He just gave up. He didn't want to sit there for the 3 minutes that were left in the match because
You know how bad you gotta suck.
That
Yeah.
sounds. This is on stream.
It's on stream. Yeah, it's on stream. The
Yo,
dude-
how do you feel
I
that
feel hey.
this guy took it easy on you and just couldn't anymore, and just decided to self implode?
A win is a win is a win.
All right, I guess
That
no
is
shame
how
to
you do it.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess
So then I was like, okay, chat, like I won that, but it didn't really feel like a victory, even though I did win. It's a W in my books. So I played one more after that, and I beat the shit out of that guy. So the stream ended on a
Hey,
good note, so-
balance.
Yeah, dude. It was fun.
Well, that's
Again.
lovely.
I can't think of anything else I played, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thanks,
If I
Rafa.
missed something, then I fucking missed it. But I think that covers it right there.
You know you'll bring it up at some point. Just
If I remember it.
Every time we finished it, it was like, oh, by the way, I played with my
Yeah, I
dick
was gonna say,
or
like-
whatever.
like Rafa, we're gonna be like on to the whole next thing an hour later. Oh, and I also played Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I actually haven't played Hearthstone in a very good time.
Keep it that way.
John, why are you a hater? Hey, man, you know what?
I'm just tired of hearing about it.
It's funny because this kind of goes into the Wonder Woman conversation I wanted to have, but
Mhm.
I wanted to put forth something with you guys. Man, what is it? An idea, a suggestion. What do you guys think? I want to pick your brains. You know
You
how?
gonna do it mid pod?
No, it's for the pod. This was
What
a
if I don't
convers-
like it and I just said nah?
Then that's what your input is. What the fuck type of? Okay, look.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so you know how in gaming and actually in us here, when we talk about something, like for example, let's say I like this game, right? Let's just say, for example, we're talking about Cyberpunk and I really like it. Now, John did not like the game. You know how he immediately goes, yo, that game is trash and you're trash for liking it? You know, that
Yeah.
type of things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if we didn't do that anymore? What if we just said, hey, I didn't like it. You could, and we gave our opinions and that's it. We don't say the thing is trash. We just say we didn't like it. What if we started taking that approach?
But what if
Two
I
things.
I always
don't?
do that. I always.
But
take
what
that
if I
approach.
do? Well, that's a lie. You're lying.
You're
But
lying.
What if
You're lying your ass off.
yeah.
Cap. What is it? Was it all cap, no brim, or all
All
brim?
cap,
Hey.
no brim.
All brim,
yeah,
no cap.
Rafa's capping nasty.
Hey.
Yeah, Rafa, you capping nasty
So,
style right now.
because I know that's a really big thing in the gaming community, and the reason,
Yeah.
well, because I'm very much guilty of it. If I don't like a game or a movie or a book or whatever, I immediately that thing is garbage, it's trash, and it's just nobody should like it. And if you like it, you're stupid and scum, and your opinion doesn't matter. Like that's how crazy it gets. But recently, I've been trying to change that language because when I don't like something, I just mean I don't like it. Doesn't mean it's not good, unless obviously it's just not good. So, how do you guys feel about trying to do that moving forward?
For why?
Just
Like,
because I feel like we
how
can
did
have better conversations.
how did you get here? Like,
So I got here by Wonder Woman.
Who hurt you?
I got here by Wonder Woman because we know I didn't like the first Wonder Woman, right? So, but back then when I talked about the movie, the first original Wonder Woman, what was my language? I was like, yo, that shit is trash. It's garbage. It's a piece of shit movie. But that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? So I went into Wonder Woman 2. I'm gonna think about it differently. I'm just gonna say because maybe John likes it, maybe Rafa likes it, So I'm hoping we can have better conversations on the podcast in year 2. You know what I'm saying? Because the second, for example, when I did it, the conversation was no longer about why I didn't like the movie and why you liked it. It was you're trash, I'm wrong, you're wrong, and we're just insulting each other.
That just sounds like you need to stop doing that.
I was using me as an example, but you have also done it, and you do it worse than I do because
we all do it.
No, we all do. Again, I know we all
Not
do
me,
it.
though.
But John, for example, when he does something, he just gets insulted. Like he just starts insulting
Yeah.
you. Like it's not even a conversation.
Well,
John
I'm
is
sorry
the
that
worst one at it.
I
I'm
know.
sorry that y'all like stupid shit. I'm sorry.
And case in point. So
Yeah.
moving forward, at least on the podcast, I don't care about off the podcast, just so we can have better conversations and more entertaining conversations, because we just yell at each other
No.
all day.
I like it, Alex.
Okay, that's it. John, what about you?
Excuse me.
I mean, like, if you want me to dial back how honest I am, that's fine. I'll lie a little.
No one's saying lie. No one's saying lie.
Well, you just told me
I
not
wanna-
to say my truth.
No, it's just.
I want to have more
it's just
conversations
have-
about the.
I'm fine. If you want to have the
it-
conversation of why you're stupid, we can do that.
Have an open mind towards other people's opinions.
That's what I
all
just
he
said. We can have a
needs.
conversation about why you're an idiot.
Because
Okay.
over time I realized I'm not like that. I don't have an open mind when it comes to something I don't like. For like Rafa, I did it to
open
you
mind.
quite often. Where like if you say something and I'm already hating it, like whatever for an anime or whatever. Now that's garbage. You're stupid. Get out my face. You don't know what you're talking about. So I'm trying not to do that because I was like thinking about it. I have experienced quite a lot of good stuff if I just maybe listen to the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like for example, Attack on Titan is one of those things that I probably wouldn't have gone into, or My Hero. I would have never done it had I not, because I just shit on anime when somebody brings me up a new anime or a while ago. So, with that said, we're gonna take everything I said, and I'm just gonna put it to the side. Rafa, did you watch Wonder Woman 1984?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Did not watch it. So.
I'm not gonna spoil it because the movie hasn't been out for 24 hours yet, or
Yeah,
it's only been out a day.
Yeah,
It's only been out a day.
Yeah, it's only been out a day, and I for one hate it when people spoil shit. So I'm not gonna do that because I know that this movie is a pretty big deal, pretty big movie. But I will give my opinions. In my most humbled opinion, Wonder Woman 1984, I did not like it. I absolutely hated the movie. And I'm using hated. I'm using hated.
I like how
No, hold
you
on.
just want to use different words to say that it's trash.
I'm
Like,
not saying it's
not
trash. I listen to my words. I'm not saying the movie's trash. I did not like it. I didn't like how corny it was. I didn't like how tropey it was. I didn't like how cringy it was. I'm not saying the movie's trash because somebody can watch this movie and be uplifted. They could be like, "Yo, I can be one." Like that can happen. I can see that happening for that movie. Personally, for me, that movie, I did not like it in the slightest bit.
Well, I mean,
Now, John.
it seems like the consensus is that everybody's in that boat. That everybody's like, it's not as good as the first one. They all say, which is weird because I remember it getting like good, really, really great reviews off the like before it even dropped, and then watching the movie, it's like, where,
Yes.
where's the good?
So I'm watching the movie I'm not even like exaggerating from the opening of it. I'm like, this is gonna be a really long movie. Like, not long like in runtime, just like I'm gonna drag. Like
It's
it's
like
gonna
we're gonna
just,
be here a while.
yeah, like this is gonna suck. And oh my god, it did. I'm not gonna, obviously I'm not gonna get into characters or anything like that. We can save that discussion for later. But oh my god, I was so surprised at how bad this movie was to me.
I love this. I
I'm,
love this.
I'm trying really hard because I really, really, really want to call this movie garbage. But yeah, I could call it garbage. My opinion is that
It's
I
your
think this movie's
opinion.
garbage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
why I'm confused as to why we can't say
No.
that.
Okay,
That's
so
my-
for
like, it's
example,
my
okay, let me go back a little bit. What I wanted to
what you're saying is to not just immediately shut someone else's opinion down.
Right.
that, and for example, you can call the movie garbage if you think that. What I was trying to avoid is, let's say Rafa liked it. Let's just say he saw it and he liked it, and John comes out of nowhere and says, "Oh, you're stupid! Fuck you! You're dumb! You don't know." Like, that is what I'm trying to avoid, because we do that. And I'm just using
No,
John
why
as an
the-
example.
why
Because
the
we
hell
do that.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
like especially in pod right now. Why would I just? It's counterintuitive to stop all conversation to call him stupid. Like, I'm gonna call him stupid, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna shut down his opinion. I'm gonna ask him why, and then I'm gonna call him stupid. You
I
understand?
don't know.
I-
You guys,
I-
you guys
I-
do jump on me when I have different opinions.
Exactly.
On movies.
I never thought
But
that I was
I hear your opinion. I don't shut your opinion down. I hear it first, and then I shut
I'm
it.
surprised that a year into this podcast and like year like 8 into GEEKJAR that I would see John and I switch roles.
I know.
What do you mean?
This is so
It's
crazy.
insanity.
Like,
What are you talking about?
You're me from like a couple years ago.
Bro, I'll beat the dog shit talking like that. What are you talking about?
The dog.
What do you mean?
Just
What do
gonna-
you mean?
wait,
I'm
hold
you?
on.
You're just gonna beat up some
You're
dog.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch some dog shit because you're pissing me off right now, dude.
He's gonna punch some dog shit that's on the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, Alex said some words. Where's some dog
he's-
shit?
Yeah, they'd be fighting words. Pick a dog. I'm gonna beat they shit.
What a fighting words? Like you're doing what I used to do.
How am I you?
Because you're doing that thing where it's like, oh man, fuck you, you're trash, and that was me all day.
That is not. Where is this coming from? I listen to all your opinions. Just because I talk shit after the fact does not mean that I don't listen. That sounds like y'all sensitive. That's what that sounds like.
I'm not even. No. What are you doing?
That would
No.
sound like-
What are you doing? I'm legit just trying to have more better conversations on reviews and stuff, because our reviews are normally, oh, we like it, it's good because of this, or if there's a little bit of differences, we're all trash and stupid, and I'm trying to avoid that for future references.
Right.
But as far as Wonder Woman goes, yeah, my humble opinion is that movie's garbage, trash, worst of the worst. I didn't like it. If you like it, cool. I can see why somebody else from who the target audience is would enjoy it. I was most definitely not the target audience at all, because I'm not a woman, or
Oh, boy,
or
here
I'm
we
not someone that doesn't like bad movies.
No.
No, Rafa. So here's no. See, I was when we saw the first Wonder Woman, I didn't like it. You guys were, oh, you hate women and blah blah. No. This movie is pandering, girl power, like left and right, and it's
like Avengers level.
yes, but the whole film.
Like Avengers level.
I mean, it's a
girls get it done.
lead.
That doesn't-
That
hold
is
on.
no excuse.
That doesn't mean
That is no
anything.
excuse.
That doesn't mean anything. There's plenty of women leads out there.
How
The
many
Last
times
of
have
Us.
we-
The
I was
Last
about
of
to say,
Us.
how many times on this platform or on the Does It Hold Up movie podcast? Go watch it every other Wednesday.
Yeah,
we saw Die Hard.
We just
for
did Die Hard.
Christmas.
Yep.
Where we said that the idea of women being empowered without putting it in your face has been done better without, like, Furiosa Mad Max. Like,
Yeah,
there's
perfect example.
women leading women. It's just how you do it. It's execution. This movie just blatantly just throws it in your face without trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, just Wonder Woman being there is like, she's already a woman of power, but like, to just blatantly just I don't know, man. They just shoehorn it. The entire movie is just women can, you can do it. Women are strong, and like, yes, they can, definitely.
My
But
fa-
show,
my
don't
favorite
tell.
part. It's so difficult to not say certain things about the
Because
movie.
obviously, I want to give examples
Yeah, I
as
want
to
to give
why,
context, but
I mean,
but
they're
I don't
not
want to
giant
spoil it.
spoilers. Go ahead.
no, they're because the movie structure, it's like, first off, the plot isn't anything like you know how like there's a twist or there's a big bad guy or anything. Like the movie, like me saying certain scenes is spoiling the movie because the movie lacks that, like, this is what it's about scene, or that this is the information that I cannot give you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the movie feels like a collection of scenes with the same theme. It's really, really, like, it's weird the way they filmed it. Not filmed it, but the way they put it together, and like there's no real payoff at the end.
Yeah, I feel like I enjoyed the concept of what they were trying to do because there isn't it's like there isn't necessarily like a big baddie,
Yeah.
but there is at the same time.
Yeah, it's so, like, from the trailer it looks like Kristen Wiig, her character, she plays Cheetah or whatever the character's name
That's
is.
Cheetah, yeah.
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 It looks like, you're going to get Wonder Woman versus Cheetah at the end, CGI fuckfest, and then the movie ends, Wonder Woman wins, right? That's not what the movie is. And, like, she wasn't even really the main bad guy. Like, it's such a weird way they did it. And I'm speaking the way I am because I really don't want to spoil it. But yeah, man, I didn't
think-
like it.
I feel like because there isn't, because the way I feel like it's trying to do like what like Marvel's been kind of doing with their villains lately. It's where there isn't even if you're bad, quote unquote, a person could understand how you got to where you're at. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Where, like,
Trying to
for
humanize
example,
the villains.
right, where for you to empathize or see things from an alternative point of view, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm all board with it. They did it with Killmonger. They did it with Vulture. Humanizing these characters, grounding them. They're not just like these big baddies for no reason. You get to see why, and you kind of get that with Cheetah,
Except
but,
not really.
but also not really.
Oh,
Or
man.
like just other characters, because there's a lot of people are going through kind of the same strife but in their own way.
Rafa,
and-
are you gonna watch the movie? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I have
Okay.
HBO Max.
because
so
I
I'm
want you to,
gonna watch
I want you to watch it so we can have a good discussion about it
it.
next
yeah,
week.
I want to see it because I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like you guys kind of are quick to jump on things, where it's like, oh, agenda this and agenda that. Like I kind of feel like you guys do that a lot.
Okay, while that's
This
true.
is just my
I'm
opinion.
with
though.
that.
This is just my.
While
opinion
that's
about it.
true, I agree with you. We do that because if it's blatant in my face, I hate that. But
I
that's
just don't
not
like
why
it.
I dislike this movie.
But like what I think is like sometimes I feel like you guys are quick to jump on it. Like when I feel like it's not really that much in your face, or like I really don't feel like that's what they were going for. I just feel like you guys are really just like trigger finger like quick on like, oh, well, it's an agenda movie, or oh, well, this it has this type of agenda, where I feel like it doesn't really have that.
That's fair. That's fair.
But that's just my opinion though.
No.
But that's why I want to watch the movie so I can know like, okay, this is what happened. This is where they're coming from. Just again, I'm like Alex said, I'm gonna try to be more understanding instead of just saying you guys are idiots about the movies you guys like.
No, I agree. I agree with you about the agenda thing. But like the reason why it might have come off like that, what I'm talking about now, is because I can't say specifics. I can't give context to why. Like
Right.
me,
And it could be that after I watch it, I agree with you guys. Like, oh yeah, this was that adventure scene for 2 hours long.
2.5 hours. But no. So my thing is,
I'm sorry, 2.5 hours.
no. But
And I want to hold on, wait.
Hold on, let me
And I wanna
say this,
pre-
let me
and
say
I
real
want to
quick.
preface it.
let me say this real quick.
Wait, real quick.
Me not
No,
liking.
me first.
No, okay, shut up, bitch. So me not liking this movie. It's reasons why I don't like it that I can't really go into because it'll spoil, and like the agenda was just sprinkled on top of it. That wasn't my main thing. I didn't even mind the quote unquote agenda on this one. I brought it up to say that I could see someone who that it was targeted towards enjoying the movie more than me. That's the only reason why I brought it up. I'm not saying, oh, I hate women and I hate when they throw women in my face. Well, yes, I do dislike when they shove that concept down my throat. The movie didn't quite piss me off with that. It pissed me off in so many other ways that wasn't even like the main thought.
I wasn't
of it.
even pissed off, and like I want to, and I want to preface that like there isn't a huge ensemble thing like the women's scene in Avengers. Okay, like don't go in here if you haven't seen the movie or you Rafa looking for a scene like that where it's like where's all the women? It's not the same. I'm just talking about what that scene represented and how it was executed. You know what I'm saying? Like the concept of that scene and how it was executed is what I didn't like. And I feel like this movie is in that same boat where it's trying to get its message across. One that I'm totally fine with, and it's one that should be uh, conveyed, but I felt like it was conveyed badly. The same way that we keep saying that like the boys conveyed the same message in a more powerful way. The Mandalorian conveyed that same message. That's more what I'm speaking about. Not necessarily that women can't be powerful or I hate when they say that women get it done or blah blah blah. Like no, I'm saying
No, the
there's a
message
there's
is
a
worse.
difference between that and the concept of it and its execution, which I feel like this movie was more so blatant than the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this: the theme of this movie wasn't women. Yes, it was women empowerment because Wonder Woman, but that wasn't the moral.
But that wasn't
of the
also the
story.
main message either.
Like,
That was just the part I
yeah.
was just like,
The
about,
main message
because,
is
like,
is way more cringeworthy and eye rolly than that, in my opinion.
and I'm more so just like I feel like the concept of trying to like, I don't know, maybe it could have been done better or I don't know. It just it didn't land for me is what it is. I'm not like saying the movie's trash or anything like that. I just it just didn't hit for me, you know? I preferred the first one to the second one. I was one of those people who said it was okay. Uh wasn't like super amazing or anything like that.
It wasn't
It
wonderful.
wasn't bad. Wasn't I wouldn't even say wonderful. It was I. It's I woman. But like this one was just like I feel like the first one kind of conveyed some of that better than the second one did.
Yeah, this is
I don't know.
a low tier DC movie for me. It's on the bottom like side.
Yeah.
Is it worse than the first one?
I would say so.
I think so. I didn't even like the first one, but
Wow.
I enjoyed the first one more than this one, and I didn't even like that.
I
one.
didn't. I had gripes with the first one, but overall I enjoyed it.
Yeah, for me, I enjoyed the first one overall. The ending was like, oh, okay, it's just another one of
Uh,
these endings, just fighting
Also,
a big monster.
funny you
dude.
bring that ending up. The I think Patty Jenkins was the first director. She also directed this one, I believe. But she said that ending, she agrees, is too much, and the reason why that ending was a thing was because of the studio. Like that wasn't the original ending. So even she's on your side of like, yeah, that ending with Ares and all that.
So what
wasn't-
about this ending? This is her having
Uh,
the range? Because if it
maybe
does,
wait for maybe wait for fucking Wonder Woman 99. I don't know.
oh my god.
I don't know. But yeah, there's also a couple of things kind of like that they introduce within the Wonder Woman lore that I'm like, okay, this is kind of like what hero movies did in like the early 2000s that I hated, and it had no substance to
Oh
the
my
fucking
god.
movie.
Yes.
And also, like, technically it's a prequel film, so you're introducing shit that's just not canon anywhere else in the previous movies that take place in the future.
Yeah, but I mean, the DC movies been all screwed up.
Right, but
so,
I feel this movie doesn't help it, you know?
Not one bit. Like she's doing shit here that I'm like, yo, if you had
In
that
my eyes.
power,
Right.
like you could have stopped Batman v Superman. You could have
Right,
stopped
yeah,
a lot of
like-
stuff in Justice League.
Yeah,
like
and
from the trailers, okay, so from the trailer, there's a certain scene that I roll my eyes at really fucking hard. Is when she's lassoing the lightning. I was like,
Oh, they showed that in the trailer, dude. That scene
yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
they
trailer
did.
scene.
pissed me off. I'm so glad it's in the trailer
I was
because
like,
that
I
scene.
was like, oh, okay.
Oh, fam,
That was
When
like the
I-
big. That was like the big
Lightning,
last scene
huh?
before the trailer ends.
fam. I paused the
This is
movie.
what's happening.
I paused the movie, rewinded it, and I'm like, did she just really lasso lightning? Like,
Yeah.
and she did. She web swung from lightning, dude.
From lightning,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
She-
like,
yeah.
oh, jeez, what's this?
It's and what? No. What's worse is I
thought
can't.
that
I
was
can't.
kinda
Say, I
cool.
can't. Oh, John,
I
disagree
was
with you.
just-
I just thought that was.
I rolled my eyes really, really fucking hard at that. I was just
Why
like,
she
this
like
looks
why?
stupid.
was like,
I
ooh.
hated it more because of what was revealed shortly before that.
Yeah, no, see,
Uh,
yeah,
like,
that's why I hate
no,
it.
I
now.
hated it because that's a whip that makes you tell the truth. Like, you should not be web swinging lightning. You should be electrocuted if your whip
It's
touches
a-
lightning. I
it's
don't give
a-
a fuck. I don't give a
It's
fuck.
a god. It's a god weapon.
Yeah,
You
okay,
can't
I'll
really
give
put
a
those. You
fuck.
can't really put those. Can't really put those
And like,
limitations on god weapons.
and I don't know, maybe it's like a reference to something in the game, in the comics. Maybe she had that power. Like, I don't know that. I really
You know
never.
how
I'm not too. And I'm not too.
useless that
I'm
power
not
is.
too. Eh, I'm not too savvy on the Wonder Woman
The
lore
Wonder
like
Woman-
that. Not
right.
not like I know the gist. Like some of the stuff. You know, TV show and such, but I don't know anything about her whipping lightning. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, I like it going. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
man.
kind of sucks if it's a clear day though. Like, you
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That
I
power
don't
is
know,
useless.
man. I rolled my eyes extra
oh,
hard. At that.
I'm more so like, how long is that whip?
Oh, and also, yeah, that's a pretty good like another
That's more
nitpick.
so like, how long is that whip? Because sometimes
Rafa,
it's
the
not
whip,
really long.
Yeah, dude, the whip in this movie is ridiculous.
It's a convenient weapon. let me say.
and it's also convenient for plot points. Like this,
Right.
like the movie should have been called The Lasso of Truth because the whole movie is around that goddamn whip. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not even about Wonder Woman anymore. It's about the whip. And the whip can be 40 feet long. It can be 4,000
Yeah.
feet long.
It can touch the sky or it can't touch
It can
10
swing
feet
from
above her.
lightning, but don't let it touch Kristen Wiig, because it can't do anything to her. Of all people,
She's powerful.
oh my god, dude! Like, there's so many inconsistencies. It's so whatever. But I don't want.
I'm
go ahead.
more so like, this is kind of like a question about like Warner Bros. In general. Do you think this poor reception or anything like that? Because this is the first HBO movie or the first DC movie or Warner Bros. Movie that was thrown into HBO Max simultaneously with its theatrical release.
Well, sorry. Like, I know you guys don't like it, and I've heard a few other people say they don't like it, but I've also heard from other people that they do like it. Like, I heard people on both sides of it. So
see, that's also where I'm at. Because like I heard good reviews
What do you mean
going
where you're
into
at?
it, so I was very excited about it, and then I saw the movie and I'm like, so did you lie to me?
Yeah, I went into the movie because I disliked the first one, and I'm like, okay, this is getting good reviews. It looks like, from the trailer, I was like, okay, I'm curious as to see why Chris Pine's character's back. I'm curious to see what they do with the character, post Justice League, because at this point, Justice League wasn't a thing anymore. That they were kind of rebooting it at this point in time. So I'm curious to see what they do. But man, I was smacked in the face almost immediately. Almost immediately.
ooh.
I don't know, man. My question that was rudely interrupted. I was saying, do you think that this might affect any future plans of the dual theatrical release or anything? Like, do you think Warner Bros. Might start flipping shit again? Because they're very quick to start changing their formula once things don't go exactly according to plan.
I mean, we have
Do
to
you-
wait to see the numbers. I don't know how this movie's performing. It's been out for like
only been out for
27
like-
hours. So,
I'm speaking more speculative at this point, not like saying concrete, but like, do you think
well, because the
if
movie's
it
not
does go
getting
bad,
the movie's not getting like Suicide Squad reviews where everybody hates it. It's more down the
Mm.
middle. Like, some people like it, some people hate it, some people like the first one better. Like, it's not
it's gonna be fine.
it's not as cut and dry as like Suicide Squad was unanimously disliked when that movie came out. This movie is a little more down the middle. You can like it or you can dislike it, or you can be like, it's whatever. So no, I think it's fine. I think it's gonna do well. I think with the whole HBO Max thing, theatrically, I don't think the movie's gonna do well. I don't see people gearing up to go to the theater. If
Right.
fucking Tenet didn't do
Well,
anything.
I mean, that's what that's the whole reason why they did the HBO Max thing.
Yeah, so I see this doing really good stuff for HBO Max, and I hope it does. So Warner Bros. Can be like, hey, all you studios who are like fighting us on this, look, there's money here. Pay attention. So I hope that's the case. It's just tell them it's the pandemic. What else are we gonna do? like I said, I hope that's the case. As far as quality of movie, I don't see them re-shutting down, the DC Universe Online and rebooting everything because they haven't
Universe
yet,
Online.
and they've put out nothing but
A
garbage.
lot of. I mean, Shazam was good. Shazam was garbage.
Yeah, but that was like mid movie. That was like cookie cutter. Like there wasn't anything pushing the genre forward in that movie. I liked it. I like Shazam. It's one of my favorites.
I liked it.
It's one of the better DCU movies in my opinion. Even Aquaman. I liked Aquaman too, but
But that's not saying anything.
yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but most DCU movies, we can say, and we can probably agree that they're not the best films. They're pretty much bad films.
No, they're
pretty
you know
bad. I mean,
they're about on average.
the best DC movie that has come out is Joker, and that's not part of the universe.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So, I don't see them. They're too hard headed and too unorganized to just be like, hey, let's just reboot and start from here and go. While yes, I'm super excited about the Snyder Cut and just to see that is a prime example of how they're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks.
Right, and there's Suicide Squad 2 coming out.
Yeah.
Don't they have other things planned?
Yeah, there's a
already
whole
in
bunch.
the works, so it's like they're just gonna keep trucking along. And the thing that I feel like their studios are gonna realize is that like they can put out shitty ass movies, but just as long as it's on streaming services, it's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit hard because
Yeah.
people are gonna be curious. People are gonna watch it anyways. I mean, for example, look at the movies that my best friend Adam Sandler put out on Netflix, and they're a bunch of garbage ass movies. But he had this giant
Hubie
deal.
Halloween is actually a good movie.
Those. They're actually not that bad.
The only bad movie he put out on Netflix, and I'm talking about like bad, was that Ridiculous 6 movie. That was an
Yeah.
abomination to filmmaking everywhere.
Yeah, but his other ones
Okay.
Yeah.
aren't actually that bad.
Yeah,
they're actually they're okay.
I don't
They're
know. I don't know.
actually not that bad.
I feel like I'm in this abusive relationship with Adam Sandler because I love his old stuff. I love Mr. Deeds. I love Little Nicky.
Yeah.
Anger Management.
Waterboy.
Like
Mhm.
there's these classic Adam Sandler gems. But then, bro, he put out Grown Ups
Ugh.
2, Jack and Jill.
Ugh.
Bro, it's just like, dude, he hurt me, and I can't go back. I can't forgive him after he hurt
The
me.
thing
so
about
much.
Adam Sandler is like he'll give you like straight up dog shit, and then turn around with a crazy punch drunk love, or what was that movie called?
That's a good movie. That's
Yeah.
a really good movie. No, and the thing is, like, that's the thing that annoys me. Like, this is like a whole side thing. That's the thing that annoys me with Adam Sandler is that like he's an amazing actor. Look what he did in Uncut Gems,
Dude, murdered
Like
it.
literally, that is literally an Oscar-worthy movie, and I don't think it did win the Oscar.
He didn't.
but
It
I
deserved-
don't even think it got nominated.
He
it
deserved
did.
it.
No, I think
It didn't get
I think
nominated.
it did get nominated. Didn't it get nominated?
No, I don't. I can check, but let me check.
Either way, it deserves a nomination and it deserves to win an Oscar because he deserves to win an Oscar because like I was just like, who is this guy on my screen right now? Like I haven't seen this guy before. Like he does an amazing. He's such a good fucking actor, but he loves to take the easy route and just loves to bullshit and just like bro,
Rafa.
come on.
It didn't get any. It didn't get any.
It didn't get nominated.
nominations.
Yeah,
Nope.
I remember because I was just
Oh, wow.
like,
He
I'm
deserves
like,
it.
that's a disservice to that
He
movie.
fucking does that movie that I was so enthralled. I was just so captivated by him in that performance. Like, he did so fucking.
But dude, Adam Sandler had I just looked it up. I forgot he said this, but over the summer, because they obviously didn't nominate him. He said he was on Howard Stern. And he said that he's gonna make a movie that's so bad on purpose because they
Yeah.
didn't nominate him.
Yeah, that
I
and
mean-
see, and that's why I can't be mad at Adam Sandler, and that's why I love him. It's like he knows what he's doing, and you know what?
It's just him
Ralph,
and the
like,
homies making YouTube videos.
and-
Really,
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And that's what
Like,
I'm saying, Ralph.
it-
If you were in his shoes, you would do the same thing. If you
We
if
have
you had
done
a
the same
big
thing.
budget,
Go,
we have done
go
the same
back and
thing.
watch any of the old shit we put out, like the Donald Trump video or any of the other shit. Like, oh, yo,
No, even stuff before GEEKJAR.
Yeah,
We
even
literally
before.
had made a YouTube documentary, a mockumentary called Team Dick, a
Right,
bowling
but I'm
league
not a
interview.
top A grade
No,
actor.
but you're
though.
doing the same. You're doing the same.
no. What
thing.
Rafa's
If a-
saying is that he he's more hurt by Adam Sandler because Adam Sandler has given some amazing performances in the
Amazing
past and
performances.
recently with Uncle Gems, and now it's like, but he always reverts back to doing those like really
Dude,
dumb
But
movies.
why not? Like,
Bullshit.
why not?
I'm
No,
with
the
it.
thing is-
I'm with
the thing
it.
is-
Let the man
thing
have
is,
his
no,
fun.
that's the thing. That's the thing, John. I'm not saying don't do it. You can do it as much as he wants. I mean, he hasn't stopped. He's been doing it. I'm just saying that I'm just not a fan of it. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, Rafa.
I'm just not a fan of it.
I don't
You
know.
know,
You,
like-
you
You
watch
I
on
can't be
YouTube,
mad. I
all
can't
these
be mad
people
at
doing
Rafa.
stupid shit, and then this man does the same thing, and it's an issue.
But I'm not Adam Sandler. I'm not a millionaire, and also I'm not a good actor. On top of that, like I'm just a.
Well, I'm not
fucking
saying you.
idiot.
I'm not saying you particular. I'm just saying the stuff you watch.
No,
No, I like bullshit, but it's.
There you go.
it's-
no, hold
but
on.
It's different.
That's
It's
not. Yeah, that's
different.
not a fair comparison. Watching cringe
Nah.
comps and people messing.
Watching
like,
watching Filthy Frank is different from watching a movie. It's
Yeah.
completely different.
Nah, let that man be free.
And,
Let
and,
us hear it,
and
Dan.
I'm not trying to hold him back. I'm not saying I'm not trying to say like, oh, don't ever make movies again. Adam Sandler is free to do whatever he wants. If he wants to keep putting out the same movie of him just hanging out with his friends, then so be it. I mean, he has a formula. It works for him. He
Mhm.
has his fans. Who am I to shit on that? Like,
And-
if he wants to do it, he could do it.
and-
I personally don't like it, but that's not. I mean, that's it. I just don't like it. That's
And
just-
Hubie Halloween was decent. Rafa, if you were
I actually
remotely
enjoyed
interested,
Hubie
I recommend that one. It was actually pretty funny. I liked it.
Okay.
And I mean, and I did like Murder Mystery, that movie he put out a couple years ago. That was decent too.
Yeah, I like that one too. I think I saw the movie,
Oh, the spy movie too, or whatever. I like that one too. Yeah, I actually liked
the one with
David Spade.
David Spade.
Yeah.
Where like he just comes in and he's like this action hero. or
Yeah,
whatever the
yeah,
hell.
I like that one too.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I would say out of like the Hateful Eight or whatever the hell, I didn't like that one the most.
No,
But-
the Ridiculous Six was just
Yeah.
the terrible.
Ridiculous Six. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That
was
one was just
terrible.
ass cheeks. But I'm saying like that David Spade movie, I didn't like too much. But I mean, like it wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't for me.
Yeah, but I mean,
But nah, I love. Oh man.
I will say this though. The director of Wonder Woman, I'm bringing it back. Patty Jenkins. She a couple weeks ago when all those Disney announcements came out, they announced Rogue Squadron, and this director's the one directing Rogue Squadron, and I am now concerned with that movie. Because
Why?
why? Well, initially the trailer. I don't know if I said it on here, if I said it to you guys off mic, but the little teaser that they put out, I found it cringe. I didn't like it. Now that I saw Wonder Woman, like 1
didn't
and
see
2, I'm like, I don't think I like your style. I don't think I like the way your vision for movies. I don't think I like it. So I'm really afraid. I mean, granted, it's not really fair. She's relatively new. I was looking at her IMDb. She doesn't have too many credits, so you never know. She can come out with some heat. This could be the one.
True.
But so far, I haven't liked anything she's done. I'm just a little more cautious with my expectations to Rogue Squadron now. That's it. That
I haven't seen the teaser, so I can't really make an
it was like a runway, and they're talking about like the history because she was raised in an Air Force base, and her I think her father was a pilot or something like that. So it's similar. It's like I'm Patty Jenkins, and obviously it's done way better than that. And you may know me from Wonder Woman, and I love being born in a military base, this and that. I love that, and I always wanted to tell a story, the best fighter pilot movie, whatever, blah blah blah.
Oh, I saw that.
And then
Yeah,
she
that
puts
was
a
boring.
and then she puts a fucking Star Wars helmet on and walks off to a X-wing in the background. And then I'm like, oh god. So that
I did not see that.
it wasn't good. I was only hyped because it was Rogue Squadron, but that's who knows. But I'm more cautious towards my expectations to Rogue Squadron, just because if this is how you did Wonder Woman, I don't know how you're gonna do Rogue Squadron. But who knows?
Sounds like you hate women.
No, that's not the case at all. I didn't say anything like that actually, but
Sounds-
all right.
Based on exactly what you're saying, no reading in between the lines, it sounds like you don't like women in power.
Yep.
Where
There
did you
you
get
go.
that from? Me saying that trailer was a little cringe.
When you said I don't like it.
I'll fix my wording
Okay.
a little bit. Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So the Patty Jenkins woman, I
Mhm.
love women. Little trailer. It was like on a runway, and she was like, "By the way, I love women." She was like,
Mhm.
oh, I was born on a naval base, strong, powerful woman at the naval base, and she was like,
Right.
oh, my dad, fighter pilot. I always wanted to create a movie like Top Gun, but really good in jets. Women are great. And then she put on an a fighter helmet from Star Wars, and she walked back into the green screen X-wing in the back. And while I love women, I didn't like that.
Okay.
Is that better?
Okay.
Makes sense to me.
I feel like you have a little animosity towards women, but I know you don't hate them based on what you said.
Where did you get animosity?
I don't know. No, I don't know, man. Something about it, but no, I know you don't hate women, so it's okay.
Okay, as long as I don't hate them, I guess. Like,
Right? No, you don't. You're not anti-women.
No, never that.
That's what I got.
I'm anti women directing women led
Are
movies.
you like 100% for women? I know you don't. You know,
He just died? Oh, what happened to your mic?
He just cut
Did it
off.
just- it just stopped.
No, you're here. You're here, but it was like you just cut off. But I hear
no,
that.
I said I don't think you hate women.
Okay, cool. As long as we do that. But
Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't know she was. Doing that Rogue Squadron.
yeah, I'm a little.
You know who they should? You know who they should give Rogue Squadron to?
Ooh, John.
Tom Cruise.
To direct
Yeah.
or to build a real
produce.
or to build the real X-wing and fly it. Like which one?
Fuck it, both. Dude.
No, they should give it to.
You know how
Quentin
Tom Cruise did the Top
Tarantino.
Gun 2?
Let me tell you why they should not give it to Quentin Tarantino.
Nah, I should give it.
I thought he said Tina Turner.
What?
What?
It's kind of skipped. It skipped mid thing, so I just heard Tina. I was like Tina Turner.
No, give it to Quentin Tarantino, or as I call him, Quentin, and then they'll put
As you call-
Samuel. Yeah,
I
because he's
call
my
him
best
Tina.
friend. And then they'll put Samuel L. Jackson as the main character.
He's
Boom.
already in Star Wars.
And then they'll put no, it's a different one though. And then they'll put what's his name? The German guy. Put him in there.
Christoph Waltz.
Christoph
Ooh,
Waltz.
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes.
Put him in there. Be good.
And Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt recently.
Yeah, I was about to say and Brad Pitt. Yeah. That's an
Yeah.
all-star cast right here.
And then they're gonna
That
be in a
is.
room talking for 3 hours, and then Margot Robbie's gonna show her feet, or somebody's gonna show their feet.
Some
Yeah,
lady's gonna
yeah.
show her
Yeah.
feet.
That and nothing to do with Star Wars at all. They're just gonna be in one room talking for 3 hours with the
But
intermission.
bet you that's the best Star Wars movie you've ever fucking seen in your life.
Exactly.
Probably,
Exactly.
probably.
Isn't he supposed to direct a Star Trek movie?
Yeah, so it's rumored, very heavily rumored.
It's like heavily rumored he's doing Star Trek
I
movies. So Rafa,
can't-
you might get
And then
you might actually get your dream.
I
But,
can't wait to see some
not with Star
alien feet,
Wars.
man. I can't
and
wait.
then someone gets shot and a bunch of blood spills everywhere.
They'll
Like
probably get like an
gallons of
alien to
blood.
do it.
Yeah,
Like get a bunch of gusher inside, like the
And
inside
then-
of a gusher.
And then at the last second, right before the movie ends,
Jesus.
Jamie Foxx walks into the room. And it's like Django in space, and it's a continuation of Django.
Space Django.
Speaking of Django, I recently saw it again, like maybe last week.
I
That
just saw it last
movie
night.
is so beautiful. I love that movie.
I love
It's
that
so
movie.
good.
If y'all haven't seen Django for whatever reason,
Django.
or if you haven't seen it in a really long time, I highly recommend going back and watching it.
It's so good.
Such a good movie.
Rafa,
such a-
you know there's a
Christoph
Django
Waltz is
2
in
already, right?
Django
What?
too.
Yeah, it's Quentin Tarantino wrote a comic. It's a it's a sequel to Django, and it's Django and Zorro. I'm not kidding.
Oh shit,
This is
that's cool.
this
Yeah.
comic is real. Yeah, it's been going on
And
for a hot.
and the next movie Quentin Tarantino's working on, it's that one. It's Django and Zorro.
Oh nice.
Yeah, it's just heavily rumored. Like I think it's confirmed at this point, but
like the movie is confirmed.
yeah.
It's pretty rad.
So it like the story is like Django goes to the West Coast where he meets an older Zorro and he becomes like his bodyguard. But it's fucking Zorro. So you get some like shenanigans. I mean, you get some cool stuff going. I think that's crazy. That's a crazy crossover.
I was gonna say I was gonna say I hope Christoph Waltz is in it, but this is not gonna.
Nah,
He died. He
That's
died
what
in that.
I was trying to keep it vague in case anybody didn't see it, but yeah,
That movie's old as shit.
he died.
He straight
Rafa.
got shot.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't have to
Sure.
die though. Like, in
No,
that scene, he
I
did
was
not have to
watching
die.
it. I'm like, he killed himself.
Yeah, he
Like,
got fucked
yeah,
up.
he killed
He
himself.
knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing.
That's kind of bogus on
exactly
his
what
part.
he's doing.
Like I know what I know he knew and he made that choice, but he kind of just like yes, Django was ready at the time or whatever to be by himself, but he kind of abandoned Django.
You didn't have to die like that.
Yeah,
He did. He did make it a little rougher for Django. He did.
a little.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He had to red that his way out of there. Like literally, he fought so.
And
wasn't that such a
much.
good scene?
Red Dead his way out and back in.
Right.
To
Exactly.
get out again.
Poor Django. Such
Like,
a good movie.
Christoph Waltz let his pride like almost kill everybody in that movie.
Yeah.
Such a great movie. I'm gonna watch it again.
For real.
I wouldn't blame you.
Ooh,
Such a good movie.
man, we should probably do a Quentin Tarantino film for Does It Hold Up movies
Ooh.
Oh.
because we're doing
Yeah.
You know what?
Ghostbusters.
Was
yeah. Reservoir Dogs.
I was gonna say Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction is good.
Jackie Brown's
Pulp
really
Fiction.
good too. Well, they're all
I haven't
fucking good.
I haven't seen Jackie Brown, so I was gonna say that one. That was the one I was like.
Yeah, Jackie Brown.
Oh, that was good. That was really good.
I haven't seen it, so I'm like, if there's any Quentin Tarantino movie, that's like the only movie I haven't seen. Quentin Tarantino.
I haven't seen Glorious Bastards in a bit.
Oh, whoa!
Ah,
I
no,
thought you were gonna say
Inglourious
you never
Basterds.
saw it. I was like, yo!
No, I saw it.
I was
I
gonna
like
say, I'm
it.
like, I love
It's
that
not.
movie.
It's not my favorite, but
Alex,
it's
I wanna
fun.
call him stupid.
No, don't.
I
Why?
know, I'm joking.
Rafa, wait.
joking.
Is your favorite? Is your favorite? Let me guess. It's either Pulp Fiction or Jackie Brown.
I like Pulp Fiction, but it's either. Man, I really enjoy Jackie Brown. I would have to honestly, I would have to put it between Jackie Brown and Reservoir Dogs.
Okay. I'm happy I at least got up there with Jackie Brown. I'm like, which one do you like? John, I know you haven't seen Jackie Brown. Like right now, real quick, what is your top Tarantino film?
My top
Yeah, yeah.
Tarantino films. My all-time favorite Quentin Tarantino movies are Django and Inglourious Basterds.
Mm.
I love both those films. I watch Inglourious Basterds at least once a year. That's like that's one of those movies I see at least once a year.
Yeah.
And Django, I haven't seen it forever, but I love that movie so much. Those are my two.
For me, I haven't seen the Hollywood one yet.
That's
the
not
Once
my.
Upon a Time in
That's
Hollywood?
not my favorite. That's probably lower tier for me.
yeah, I haven't seen that one yet, but I tend to like more of his older stuff. It's more his classic.
Yeah.
But the one that's always stinks in for me is Hateful Eight.
I have to rewatch
so
it.
much.
I have to rewatch it.
I just love everything about that movie. It's like if I had to put it like on a list, like for sure, like number one, it really depends on the day. It could either be Jackie Brown or Reservoir Dogs.
Mhm.
I could kind of flip them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Then Pulp Fiction. Then I'll put Hateful Eight on there, and then what would be my name? Would it be Django? I think it would be Django. Would be my next one after that.
Rafa, did you? Because on Netflix they have the Hateful Eight, the theatrical release, the one that we saw.
Yeah.
Well, obviously without the intermissions and all that. And then they have an extended version that's like episodic and it's like 4 hours long. Did you see that version?
I have not seen that version. No.
Yeah.
I
So
only saw what we saw.
there's 4 episodes of it, and each one's like 45 to 50 minutes long. So they broke
I
it
feel
down.
like I would enjoy it more that way.
Yeah, I want to watch the extended because I mean it's damn near like an hour of extra footage, of extra movie.
Oh
So-
damn, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah,
then.
because the original runtime I think was close to 3 hours, if not a little either under or over, but it's right around there. And this one I think was like 3 hours and 45 minutes or something like that. So, I did after watching Django, and then now that you brought it back up, I remembered that I have to rewatch that movie. So
I didn't know that they had that.
yeah,
That makes
it's like
me wanna watch
it's like
it more.
Hateful Eight extended version, and yeah, the fact that they break it up, I was gonna say into bite-sized pieces, but no, it's not. Into like a mini series. I think it's a little easier to swallow because that movie was a lot of dialogue.
Cause like that movie's like a play. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And I think like, cause like I haven't seen it since we saw it in theaters,
Same.
and I just remember that I enjoyed what I saw, but not like it wasn't anything to rave about for me,
I'm laughing. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing because your opinion's stupid. I'm not laughing like that. I'm laughing because we saw it in theaters. You, me, and like a bunch of us saw it, and it was a really cool
No, we
experience.
didn't see a bunch of us. It was you, me, Rafa, and
Renee, I think Renee went.
Yeah.
that's not a bunch of us.
No, but okay. I was trying to razzle dazzle it up for the story, but thanks, John.
Nah.
Make it seem like we're really cool and popular. We rented out the whole theater. No, so
Nah,
we
keep going.
saw it, and the way we saw a very special version. It was like the 70mm version, and it was set up like a play, where they gave you a
Yeah.
playbill. You got the program, and then 15 minutes till show time, and then
An overture.
an overture, and then an intermission in the middle.
Mhm.
And then like it was very much like a play. It was such a cool fucking experience. But Rafa, correct me if I'm wrong.
Didn't Rafa like spill a large soda on himself?
Yeah, Rafa, didn't you spill something on yourself and you were really mad?
I don't remember.
I remember because I was next to you, and I remember not being as immersed in the movie because I had to help you with the spill,
yeah, like you
and I
spilled
laughed really
something.
hard.
And I remember like you were just angry.
Or was it popcorn?
I think it was, dude. I don't know. He spilled something, and I just
But it was. I remember it was something, and it was a lot of it.
and it was like
It wasn't
relatively.
soda.
It was relatively early on. Like it wasn't like near the end.
Right.
It was like
Right.
you had to sit with whatever it was for
Right,
at
like, you had to
least
sit
2
there
hours.
and like you had to have waited till the intermission to fix whatever it was.
Oh
That
man.
made
I
me laugh
don't
a lot.
remember that. No, I don't
Yeah.
remember
I was
that.
next to you. I remember.
Yeah, I remember like
The
he was
only
being mad.
I guess I enjoyed the movie so much that like I just deleted that part from my brain.
And this was
I
the
guess
thing you
so.
said when it happened. It's like, yo, I love that movie so much that I didn't even like it. Didn't bother me after a while. Like you had said something like that when you left.
I'm gonna have to watch
Dude,
it again.
It was such a like I'm telling you, the Hateful Eight like really connected with me. I really fucking love that movie.
Because you're a hateful person.
Yes, yeah, exactly. I'm full of hate.
We're eight
I
people's
want
worth.
Your mental
Yeah.
state is that of an
Like,
8-year-old.
The only thing that I can remember of like kind of like screw ups or like stupid shit happening like in the movie theater, it's when I remember it's not that big of a deal, but we went to go watch The Martian, and I had nachos and I fell asleep watching The Martian, and I woke up with a bunch of nacho cheese on my fingers because I fell asleep with my hand into the nachos. And then I remember missing the whole movie because I fell asleep. I
Wait.
watched the beginning and ending.
Tell me you've seen that movie though. Like after that.
No, I have not seen it.
Oh
I have
my
not seen
God,
it.
that is such a
I
good
think I was
movie.
with John. I think I was with John watching that. Didn't was
I don't remember
I was there.
that.
I was there for that. I remember you
Really?
not watching
Okay.
I
it.
don't
Yeah.
know. I don't think I was there for
Yeah,
that.
we
I
saw
don't
it. We saw it together.
because I remember I was complaining that it sucked, even though I didn't
Yeah,
see none.
yo,
of
I-
Oh
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yo, you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there because I was so mad. I'm like, bro, you fell asleep during the movie talking about it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there for that. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But man, like, there's two things. There's two. One, Rafa, you should watch The Martian. I really, really like that movie. Like so much so, I bought the book and read it. And like that author is like one of my favorite authors now. I even bought like another book he put out. He's only put out like 2 books, but really, 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 really good book and movie. But that reminds me of the time disclaimer, we were really young and we were shitheads. Like we were shitheads growing up. We went to that theater and for whatever reason we went into Willy Wonka. Do you remember the Johnny Depp version?
I was there for that.
And I don't know why we were at
We
the
were like
theater.
at a matinee or something.
And I don't know, but we went into Willy Wonka specifically with the purpose of disrupting the movie because we just started we started like making jokes and commentating, like doing a reaction video
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. I remember. I don't know if it was like to intentionally fuck around. Like I don't know if it was intentionally to mess with other people, but it was like we were there to watch Willy Wonka because like we were doing it to be jackasses. Like just let's watch Willy Wonka because whatever.
No,
And I just remember.
No. We had
And I
seen
remember
another
we were
movie.
yelling.
We had
No.
seen another movie.
Oh shit! We went to go watch what's the name of that fucking movie with Liam Neeson where he fights the wolves?
Oh, The Gray.
The Gray. We
Yeah.
went to go see The Gray, right?
Great
and then
movie.
We're like, let's go fuck around, and then we slept into Willy Wonka afterwards.
Yep. And bro, if what we did happened to me, you know what? That might be karma as to why a bunch of times I went into Cinemark like motherfuckers are doing stand-up comedy routines. That
Like,
might be.
you hate those people, but that was you.
Us. That was us. It wasn't just me. Oh man.
Nah, it wasn't me.
But fam, like we went in there and just started cracking jokes, and I swear we got a couple laughs, but most people were pissed off.
Yeah.
I remember there was like a handful of people. Like there
Yeah.
wasn't. It was like in the middle of the day, so there was really not a lot of people at this movie. So there was no way to like blend into the crowd. Like, who said that? It was like it's blatantly obvious. It's those motherfuckers in the back because there's nobody else there.
No, what? See, we didn't even sit like in the back. We had the
We were, like,
audacity
smack dab in the
to
middle.
walk near the middle.
And then when people turn around, like, hey, we'd be like, shut the fuck up, watch the movie.
Yeah, like stop bothering us, dude.
Yeah.
That was
Yo,
not my
I
proudest
hate
moment.
us.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that's no good.
not at all. I mean,
That's
granted,
a no bueno.
but I look back at that memory like fondly, not because I'm proud of what we did, but because we've grown as people,
We don't do that. Don't
and I can look back and laugh because wow, that's such a shitty thing to do. But it's harmless, you know, like it's not like we killed that guy, you know. It's like we just ruined somebody's fucking Willy Wonka experience, like the Johnny Depp
Right.
version. So
They spent money on that movie that they didn't get to
yeah, and
they
honestly,
didn't get to fully enjoy.
we didn't even get to sit there that long before they kicked us out.
No, yeah, they got it.
Like
got us out.
they were that theater. I commend them. They were on it. Like they kicked us out relatively
Yeah, good
quickly.
theater.
Yeah,
Yeah, good theater. I like that theater.
Too bad it's
Saw
not gonna
Zootopia
live.
in that theater.
Oh, that we saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I saw it in that theater.
Nice.
That's pretty tight.
You saw what?
Zootopia.
Saw Zootopia in that theater.
Oh.
Oh, that reminds me, man. So Wonder Woman came out, and then Soul, the Disney animated film,
Right.
came
I
out.
haven't seen that one either.
Me neither, but I bring it up because I'm mad because I was literally sitting down. I sat down. I'm like, do I watch Wonder Woman or do I watch Soul? Because I really want to see it. And I somehow landed on Wonder Woman. And I'm just more mad because Soul apparently is getting like phenomenal reviews. Everybody that sees it, it says it's amazing. It's Disney Pixar, so of course you're gonna get a,
Right.
more often than not you're gonna get a great fucking movie.
Right.
Mm.
I just didn't want to like cry. Like I wasn't in a crying mood. That's ultimately what threw me over.
What the hell?
No. I'm gonna say this. Growing up, Disney Pixar movies were like, cool, whatever. I love them. They're funny, whatever, blah blah. The older I got, the more emotionally like,
You felt?
yeah, the more I started feeling, and the more those type of movies like pull on my heartstrings. And I'm like,
Hell yeah.
but I didn't happen like before, and like so. Yeah, for the longest time, I only cried at like King Kong, and I keep saying this. John doesn't believe me, but Roll Bounce. I've only cried in those
Yeah,
two
I guess the
movies.
second time today you mentioned that.
Fuck.
Okay, see, I'm gonna explain it like
He's mentioning robots.
because I legit for the longest time it was only King Kong and Roll Bounce that I cried in. Now, the only reason why I cried was not because I'm so passionate about competitive roller skating, but there was a scene that where fucking like I'm saying this out loud where Bow Wow was crying in the garage because I guess they had his mom passed and he like broke down crying about it, and for whatever reason when he broke down I broke down about it. Like that was the only thing that got me. And then when King Kong fell off the tower, because for some reason I didn't know that King Kong died when I saw the Peter Jackson version, and when that monkey fell I was like no, and I started crying a little bit, whatever. And then recently,
Damn it, me too, yeah.
yeah, recently it was Incredibles 2, the little intro beforehand. It was called Bow or something.
Woo, boy, I cried
Yep,
like
I
a
cried.
baby.
That
I
one,
didn't cry.
that one made me
I
cry.
cried like a fucking baby, dude. Like that shit hit me hard. Like,
Yeah.
hit me home hard, dude. Like it just made me remember about my mom and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I was literally in fucking tears. I cannot watch that.
Yeah, I can't. I still
I
right now.
seriously
I
cannot
can't watch it either. I can't
No,
watch it either.
like,
John,
yeah.
you are 25 now.
I am 25.
Oh, you're gonna start crying soon because I didn't start crying. I didn't start crying until like after 25.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I cried. I felt during movies.
Nah, you're heartless. But
No,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Oh my god, now I'm gonna die. Okay.
wait, hold on. You
Uh,
lagged, and it sounded like you said now I'm gonna die. What'd you say?
Yeah, now I'm gonna die for real. No, I said now I have to do this. Okay. No, Alex is the heartless one, not me.
What?
Oh my God.
I
You
just
now
said-
I gotta do it to you.
Well,
Now I
no,
gotta
don't do it. We talked about
Now I
this.
gotta do it to you.
We talked about not hurting each other.
Now I gotta
Remember?
do it to you.
Safe place.
No. Suck my ass.
Safe space.
No. The movie, like growing up, Disney Pixar movies are just like, oh, it's just funny cartoons. Haha, I liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just said that.
Right, but I'm saying for me. But then, like, yes, then I started to understand film more and like emotions and like what they convey and stuff like that, and I'm starting to empathize with characters and stuff. But the one that got me, like, I've never felt or kind of connected or kind of like not empathize but relate to a character or anything like that until I saw Onward. Okay, Onward, if you haven't seen it, Rafa, have you seen it?
Onward, no. I heard it wasn't that great, actually. Yeah.
I cried too.
I love it. Okay, no, you shut your mouth, you stay quiet. So
Rafa, I want you to pay attention to how he's talking to me and then listen to what he's about to say.
no. So Onward is one of my favorite Disney movies. Is it Disney movie, right? It's considered Disney.
Yeah,
Disney Pixar.
Isn't it Pixar?
It's
Disney Pixar?
Yeah. It's on Disney Plus.
Well, it's on Disney Plus, I guess. But it's my favorite Disney Pixar movie because it's the first one that actually made me feel something. Like, I actually related to the character, and this is why. If you don't know what the movie's about, it's about this character, Tom Holland's character, and Chris Pratt's in it. Tom Holland and Chris Pratt are brothers. Their father passes before Tom Holland was born, or like when Tom Holland was like maybe right before he was born, right, Alex? Like
Yeah.
some shit like that.
When he was young.
Okay, so when he was young, so he didn't really get that. He didn't really get that. That time with his father. And he always wanted that. That he never got it. And it's in the land of like magic and dragons, but like a quote unquote like a modern version of it. So like magic doesn't exist, but TVs and all that shit, like we grew past magic. But he found out that there's a spell that his dad got him, like his dad was showing him to bring him back for a day. So he finally can have that time with his dad. Spell goes wrong. You only see like the legs of his dad. And he has 24 hours to kind of finish the spell before his dad disappears.
Mm-hmm.
So Chris Pratt, his big brother, he's like really into like Dungeons and Dragons and like the olden times. And he's like, oh yeah, we got a quest. Come on, let's go on this quest, right? Essentially, the message of the story
Don't spoil it.
is, I'm not gonna spoil it,
Oh.
but it has a lot to do with brotherly love, right? It has a lot to do with it. Just the story itself is two brothers going on a quest to find their dad, right? So obviously a lot's gonna happen. I felt that a lot. So what I did, and there's a huge scene at the end that I felt a lot, a big like, oh shit. I felt so hard that I was tearing up. I didn't cry, but I teared up, and I called Alex on the phone. I called Alex on the phone and I said, "Hey, I just want you to know you should watch this movie Onward. I just saw it. It's a great movie, and this is the reason why I'm calling you, because I just want you to know that I love you."
Aww.
And I told Alex this, and I said, "Hey, I know we don't say it a lot. It's kind of just implied, but I want you to know that I do love you because you're my brother."
Right.
And Alex goes verbatim. He says, "Get that gay shit out of my face."
Wow.
He
Oh
said,
my
"Get that
God.
gay shit out of my face. Fuck
Wait a
out of
wait a
here."
fucking moment, Alex.
And I said, "Okay, okay." And I was like, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, okay, go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna say it anymore. Whatever. But you should watch this Onward movie because it did make me feel. And like, I know if I felt, you're gonna feel too, because me and Alex have the same mentality about movies.
Oh my god.
Fast forward like 3 months or whatever, I get a random text from Alex that goes, "Hey, just finished Onward. Just want you to know, love you too, man."
Oh my god.
And I said, "Suck my dick."
Yeah,
I said,
yeah,
"Suck
yeah.
my dick."
Yeah, good response.
That movie.
John.
So, long story short, Alex
understood.
is a heartless animal. And you know what? He did that like not even a year ago.
No, that was this summer. That happened like
That was this summer.
that happened like 3 months ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. You fucking yeah. It was on Disney Plus. You son of a bitch. Yeah. Onward just came out. No, they're
Yeah,
like,
that movie's not that
yeah,
old.
fuck you, guy. You son of a
For real.
Oh, dude, man, because from my side, he called me out of nowhere to say some lovey-dovey stuff. I ain't with that.
Yeah. You know
So
what?
you
Okay,
should know. You
I
should know it's
kinda-
real. I
Yeah,
never do
like-
that. I
like
never do that.
Legit. Okay, like this. I have a similar story to what you're telling, John, but with a completely different ending.
Nice one, I hope.
So around the time where my mom passed away, you know, when I went to California for a bit,
Yes.
I was in California and I was like, you know what, I haven't seen Coco. Let me watch Coco. And I started watching Coco, and I had to pause it because I legit was like bawling, crying. Right, like I could not continue watching the movie. I was like just crying my eyeballs out.
I'm sorry, what movie?
Coco.
Coco.
Man, hold on, pause. I don't want to see that movie because I know I'm going to cry. Go ahead.
You're gonna
It's a
cry
good movie.
for sure.
It's a
You're
really
gonna
good
cry a lot. There's one specific scene that I was just like, dude, I can't do this right now. Like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. And I was like just bawling, crying. I paused the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't watch it right now. I gotta, catch my breath. I need to get some time off of this, and I'll come back to it later. But I went outside of like my aunt's house because that's where I was staying at. And I called my brother like, hey man, I needed to call you because I was watching Coco and this and this and just talking about like my mom and stuff like that. Like I was just tearing up and I just want you to know that I love you and I care about you and I'm glad that you're part of my life. Whatever. We had such a like touching and heartful conversation. Like we're just
Sounds nice.
yeah, that's the difference.
Must have been sweet.
It was a really touching.
Can't relate.
It's a memory that I'm never gonna forget. It's like
Oh
like,
man,
yeah,
you said
like-
never forget. Same. Same.
Like that's where our stories begin the same, John. We're watching a Pixar movie.
Right.
I think Coco's Pixar. I'm not 100%
It is,
sure. I
it
think
is.
Pixar.
It is. It is. It's,
We hit that emotional point that we want to share our love with our loved ones.
Right.
We make the phone call, and that's where we both go on.
You shoot your shot. Yeah.
We fast and furious our way down that road where it goes to two different roads.
John's
split
Paul
up.
Yeah.
Walker. John's
Yeah,
Paul
yeah.
Walker.
I'm
Yeah.
very Paul
John-
Walker. I'm
John
very Paul
Walker
Walker.
out of here, and I was over there with Vin Diesel.
All right, Paul Walker,
Okay.
the fuck out of there.
But what
Must be
about
nice.
what about me when I also felt that moment and I shoot my shot and I gotta suck my dick back? Like, what am I supposed? I'm the
Because-
same way. I'm
My
hurt
man.
too. I'll never forget that.
I can't go
I'm
back.
a
I
victim.
can't change. I can't go back from get that gay shit out of here. What am I supposed to do with that?
Right.
Oh, the same thing I'm supposed to do with suck my dick. What am
And-
I supposed to
and-
do with that?
Now, by the way, I haven't seen Onward, so I don't know what's the full extent, and I don't know the full message of the story.
You know what? I think you would feel what I felt, Rafa. I think if anybody would understand why I tried to shoot my shot, it'd be you. Alex, not so much because he's a monster.
I went back.
You-
I shot it back. When I got it, I understood, and I'm like, oh,
But
this is the feeling. Let me send it back.
I was gonna say, because Onward also, it sounds like you guys said, it deals with like brotherly love, but it also seems like it has a theme with her dad. Did you guys
Yes,
feel
that's
anything-
that's exactly why I think you should watch it.
Did you guys feel anything like oh man, let me say
Hell
I
no.
love you to
It's-
my-
I didn't think about that
It's,
man
uh,
at all.
I did tell the story to my dad, and he laughed really, really hard and called Alex an animal too.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
Like my whole family agrees that Alex is a fucking monster.
Right.
Yeah, I
So,
I
like,
should be caged.
We went down that path. We did go down that path.
It was
Okay.
funny. It was
So-
funny.
But
Okay.
I think you would enjoy it a lot,
No, it's a
especially
really
since
great film.
you're in the boat. You're in that same boat as me, where they connect so much, where you kind of want to give that feeling to someone else that you care
Right,
about
like you feel like-
deeply.
Why
and
am I
hope
omitted?
that they will
Someone, yeah.
reciprocate in some form.
Why am I
Right.
omitted? I also did that later.
3 months later.
And love ain't got no time limit. What the hell? I can feel love later.
My thing was like, you didn't even say I love you then. you just continued the conversation 3 months later.
I paused it.
I said, hey, I don't really say this, but get that gay shit out of there. 3 months later, hey, I love you too.
Yeah, dude.
You too.
John, you gotta understand. I'm a gamer. I quick saved and I just resumed the save later.
And it's kind of I kind of feel like where John's coming from because like I mean I know you guys for pretty much my whole life and I've honestly
Have you
I don't
ever
think I've ever heard
me
you guys say that you guys love each other like
right?
I don't like
Ever.
I swear I don't think I've ever heard like
Because
you
that
guys say
shit
that.
gay.
Like,
No, I'm kidding.
and I know-
Because we're not
and I-
affectionate like that.
and right, and I also know because you guys hang out a lot, you guys spend a lot of time together. So like you're saying, it's somewhat more implied than someone like me and my brother. Who I don't see him a lot, so
Right.
we always say I love you right before we get off the phone. When I go our separate ways, we always make sure to tell each other that we love each other, right?
Yeah.
But that's because we don't see each other as often. So like there's that it's kind of implied like for you guys. So I feel like when someone says I love you when in a situation like you guys, it's kind of like
It's a little
like
more,
it's a bigger type of deal because you don't
You know
hear
what I'm
it so
saying?
often from
Oh
each other.
yeah, see, he gets it. Yeah,
You know,
he gets
like-
it. 'Cause I'm
I
like, look,
said
we
it
spent all this time together.
back.
You said it later.
It doesn't
Like,
matter.
you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Rafa. Like, we spent all this time together. You know what I'm saying? 20-some years. Like, we've developed a bond. I consider Alex one of my best
You
friends.
consider me a
You
brother?
as well.
Right.
And oh yeah, there's another.
Like-
oh man, Alex. Yo, there's.
Like
Yo,
you guys are like one of my closest friends ever. If not, I can even make the argument my closest friends of all time. Like you guys, I consider you guys my brothers. But
I agree.
You two have a bond that nobody else has. Like you guys are like
so.
right there, like right next to each other.
So when when one of them tries to acknowledge that
said bond, said
bonds,
said,
it's like, hey,
unquestionable love
let's
for each other.
let's take a step back from what we do and just acknowledge what we have and how
Right.
much I appreciate it.
right.
And Alex said, "Miss me with that gay shit." Is
Yeah.
what his reply.
But
Oh,
no,
but
hold on.
thank
I
you
said
for.
I would
but
have been
thank all the
mad.
way.
I would
But
have been
thank
like,
you-
"Well, fuck you."
But
dude."
thank you,
Like,
He did.
Alex, for saying, "Oh, just a friend," because we had a conversation about this. Alex, that's 2 for 2. We had a conversation about. We had a conversation about this. This exact same thing. Yes, the exact same thing that you just mentioned right now. That how we have a very close bond. I told Alex, like, me and yeah, we're
Uh-oh.
brothers, but yes, but we hang out all the time to the point where I consider you more than my brother. I consider you my best friend. I consider you my best friend, is what I told him. And you know what his reply was? Bro, how you gonna friend zone your own brother? Is what he told me.
Fuck.
He said, "You gonna friend zone me?" Like usually friends say, step for friendship is you guys are my. But he's like, "I'm already your brother. What the fuck?" I'm like, that's why it's more powerful because I consider you my best friend, not just because you're my brother, but because you're my best friend. And he said, "Oh, how you gonna friend zone your brother?" Was his not. I consider you my best friend too, John. I enjoy this bond that we have together. It was, why are you friend zoning your brother? Yo, Alex, you need to get in touch with your emotions.
With your emotions, man. Yeah. that's
I
pretty-
am in touch with my emotions.
Like I legit, like if I were to call my brother and I would tell him like, "Hey man, I'm feeling this way, like I just want to tell you that I love you." He says, "Miss me with that gay shit." I legit would have been. Really
I
fucking
didn't
mad.
say miss me with
Uh,
that gay shit.
But Alex, yes, you said get the fuck out of here with that gay shit. Is what you told me.
That's
I
different.
would have been mad.
It's the
Alright,
same.
but see, look at where we are now. We're laughing. Memories. See?
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
like, I will say, I cherish the moment I got more than if it would have happened the way it
because
went.
look, I feel like the
Because it's
I don't know
response.
about that.
The
John.
responses,
I don't know
no,
about
the,
that.
the,
I don't
the
know.
responses
I don't
are very
know.
much who we are. Like, I
Like,
am so.
in hindsight, I'm not surprised that it went down the way it did.
I am convinced that if it would have
I
been
don't know.
reversed, and I would have shot the first shot, I would have
think
got
I
the
would've
same
done the
exact response. Like I wouldn't even have blinked at it, because it's the exact same thing.
And I think that's why I'm not mad that it. Like, I was like, oh wow, okay, fuck you guy. But like, I wasn't like, he doesn't love me back. I was just like, wow, that's not the reply I wanted.
Yeah,
But it's
but
very
you
much
know
it's
good
very
and
much in
goddamn
line
well.
with what Alex would have said.
Yeah, and you know what? And like I said, vice versa. Had I called you instead of you called me, your response would have been the exact same thing, if
I
not
don't
more
know. You know
hurtful.
what?
If not more
Actually,
hurtful.
no, I don't think so.
I don't think
I don't think so.
I'm
And
gonna
now that
try
I'm thinking
it.
about
I'm gonna try it at some point in time. When we forget about this, I'm just gonna call you out the blue, and I'm gonna see what the fuck happens because I'm
like-
convinced it's gonna be similar.
Well, because no, I feel like because it's different. Because if it comes from you, now I know it's very, very serious because you definitely don't. Like me doing it is
Right.
one thing, but you, it's like, oh man, he's really whatever just happened really must have shook into his core because you never.
I'm trying to prove a point.
Never.
Right.
Right, but I don't think that thinking about it, I don't think it would have happened. One, you watching Onward, I don't think it would have, but unless Renee wanted to,
And
but-
she did, and I just said nah until you told me to watch it.
right? See,
3 months
but
later,
like
I'll
for
see it.
you to have felt on top of that, I would have been like, oh man, this movie must have shook him to his core because Alex never does that.
Like I
You
said,
said, miss me with that gay shit.
like I said, the older I get, excuse me, the older I get, the more emotional levels I've unlocked. Like I'm feeling shit
Nah.
like everywhere. It's so crazy. Like I've never like growing up. Fuck it, whatever. Who cares? I'm not attached to nothing. You know, big tough guy. Now emotionally, not like and I could beat anybody's ass because no. But like now, it's like, oh man, I am scared of Disney Pixar movies. Like I want to see Soul really bad, but I am so concerned with how it's gonna make me feel that I put it off.
I need a
Don't be
good cry,
afraid.
you know.
Accept it.
You know what? Let's talk about that, huh? Let's get real for a second.
What?
Men should cry more.
I cry all the
I
time.
said.
I legit
Well,
do,
you're a
no.
loser, but I'm saying men should cry.
Look, and that is why. And that is
joking.
why.
It was a joke.
Oh, you see,
It was a
Rafa,
joke.
Rafa, come on.
I was
Don't tell
joking.
me, Rafa. Don't tell me that if I would have called him
But you
first.
saw how quick. No, I
You know
was
what?
quick
You're
to.
right. You're right.
No,
You're
no,
right,
no, no.
All right.
Rafa.
I'm not
my
saying-
sweet
I'm not-
prince.
John, I was gonna defend
My
you
sweet
because
prince.
John, I was gonna defend you because there's times where I had like serious conversations with Alex, and sometimes I feel like Alex just doesn't give a fuck. He's just kind of just listening to me complain. And then there's times where I have conversations with you about serious stuff, and it felt like, man, I think John really gets where I'm coming from. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt.
No,
But you know what?
Rafa, wait,
Fuck
wait.
that.
No,
Fuck
wait,
that.
wait. My sweet Rafa.
Oh,
no,
hold
no,
on.
no, no, no.
I am
it
a-
was a joke.
I am a listener more than that doesn't mean I don't care. I just listen. I let
No,
you
I'm not
people
saying
talk.
I'm not saying that you don't. It's just that sometimes I kind of like there's times before where like I would just kind of like kind of vent towards like not towards you but like I'll vent like when you're listening to me or whatever, and sometimes it just feels like you're just listening because you're my friend but you really don't really care and that could be wrong. It's just the way that I kind of got the vibes off of you.
Yeah.
But
Because I am an empath. I am an empath. That's why.
You said it twice.
Alex is not
and
an
I don't know
empath.
what the fuck you're saying.
I saw that on Twitter and I hate it a lot. But essentially, it's just
so you regurgitated.
Yeah, because I'm doing it ironically. Is that the word? I was gonna say unironically, but I didn't like.
Man, what the hell is a
I'm-
fucking empath?
Empath are just people who are literally fucking empathetic. Like they're literally people who if someone vents to them, they can kind of like take that information, connect with it, feel it, and then are more understanding about it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't go around Twitter fucking saying I'm an empath. Like, bro, just be a good person. Like, suck my dick. But Rafa, what I'm saying, my sweet prince, is that I would have joked about it, but I would have immediately been like JK and been on your side, which is exactly what I was about to do until Alex tried to put us in the same box. That's what I was trying to do. Cause like I'll joke about it, about being like man up, but like I will listen and be a part of the conversation because that's who I am. Alex is a monster. He doesn't feel.
Where's
Alex
the JK?
doesn't understand.
Where's the JK?
Oh, JK.
Ah, my ass. That forced ass JK.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't
No,
trying to
but
hear
I'm
that.
saying, but what I was trying to say is for real. I think man should lay down and cry once in a while. Get in touch with their emotions. You know,
Hell no.
get
That's
like see
right.
look.
Hell
Like watch
no.
a Disney movie and cry.
Miss me with that. No, I'm joking. No, I agree. I definitely agree. I don't
It's
like
a lot
it,
of stigma.
but I agree.
And you know what? That's part of society, Alex. That's society's norms.
No, who the
telling
fuck
you,
likes
like,
crying? No, who the fuck likes crying? That's literally the opposite
It's not the
emotion.
point. It's a
No,
necessary.
I just said yeah, it's necessary. I just said I don't like it. Like I don't like to cry. Who the fuck likes that?
And no one likes shots, but they take them.
When you
'Cause
go
you
to the
gotta be healthy or
bar
whatever.
and you're like, oh,
I
shot,
meant like
shot, shot.
I meant like
you know?
vaccines.
Oh,
Like no one likes getting stabbed.
nah. Depends.
Normal people don't like being stabbed.
Whoa. No. Yeah. No. I definitely agree. I mean, that's part of the.
You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the changes that are happening in society now with all the mental health talk and all that good stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
happening.
man.
It's happening. We have like
it's
hard-headed
real.
people who are stuck in the past that fight it, but. Oh, I'm with it. People need to be more emotional, especially as I get older and I get more emotional. I'm with it. It's you live a little more. You feel a little more. You're in every moment a little more. And I mean, obviously, the more you're in it, the more you're in it.
And you
So,
feel, and you know what? You feel true happy.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not no psychologist, and I'm not here to fucking life. But I will tell you from personal experience. I felt shit and repressed shit, and my hair is gray now. I'm not playing. But actually dealing with
You have
the
grays.
emotions that you're feeling and going through that hardship, because it is hard to deal with sad things. But you feel so much better after dealing with those things. You
Right.
you feel like you went through something and you feel better that you went through it. And it's not easy. No one said it's easy. If it was, everybody would be happy all the time. But it's not. It is hard, but don't be afraid to go through it, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
And you find you discover more about who you are as a person.
And yeah, you learn more about who you are as a person, and that's also liberating. Liberating.
Liberating.
Never mind. Don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do it.
unless you
It's a terrible
suck.
idea.
Unless
Repress.
you suck and you find that out. No,
Wow.
no, I'm joking.
Well, if you
I'm
learned you
joking.
suck and you don't like that, then you change it.
You end your life. No. Anyway. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Tears got cold up wow.
I'm obviously joking. I'm kidding. No, and the biggest thing about that I would say is because I did that too in the past, but you kind of look at it as weak. It's not weak to feel
No.
emotion.
It's
It's the opposite. I feel like you're more you're stronger if you're able to go through those emotions. It's easy to just put them away and then just blow up later, have a panic attack. Like that's the easy way out. It's going through it and experiencing it and figuring out how to deal with it now, getting past it. That takes true strength. And yeah, I mean I'm with it. That's something I've been doing. I'm trying to be more in the now, with everything, emotions, everything, because I'm very. What is it? I'm never now. I'm always later. I'm always looking down the road. I'm never looking where I'm at now. And you miss a lot, like a lot of stuff. And that's part of the reason why I don't remember a lot of stuff, because I've never been in the moment. I'm always like, what's the next thing I'm doing? What's the next thing I'm doing? Even like when we used to hang out back in the day, we were able to go out pre-pandemic. I would be doing something really cool that I looked forward to earlier in the day, and I found myself looking forward to the next thing. And it would just continue. So I'm always looking forward to the next thing, never having the time while I'm actually there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's horrible.
You valued more the anticipation.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The over than the actual experience itself.
Yep. And yeah, I mean, it feels like I was on like fast travel mode for a lot of life, and now I'm trying to do the opposite. I'm trying to just now, so, and by doing that, you kind of run dead ass into the emotional stuff. You're like, oh, hold on, this is right here, right now. I can't not put it away for later. So yeah, it's a bunch of stuff, and I attribute the times that we're in to me landing here, because you have a lot more downtime, you have a lot more time to just think, and time moves slower when you're locked away, as opposed to
Right.
as opposed to you're in life trying to working, and you get home, the last thing you want to do is fucking ponder about your life, like you have to eat, you have to do whatever to get ready for work.
Right.
So
like you're too tired to fucking.
Yeah. So since
tired about all
we've
that
been in
stuff.
isolation and quarantines and all this extra shit, it's like you have a lot of time to think, and you kind of discover
Mhm.
who you are and what you want to do in life. And especially now that we're getting older, like me and Rafa are nearing 30. John, you're almost there too.
Old ass. Nah,
Yes.
I just hit halfway.
Yeah, no, hey, I'm telling you right now, 25
know.
to where I'm at was one long week. It was just it didn't last long, and now we're almost 30.
Oh, dude, I'm feeling it. I felt that shit at 22, 23, where like I had a mini panic attack, where I was like, bro, like this is it. Like this is it. I'm only gonna get older. Like what do I do? I was freaking out.
Yeah, that was
At
the
20,
worst.
22, 23, I was freaking out.
Yep. Especially because your prime was in like 3rd grade, so I mean you've been downhill
Yeah,
for a long
dude,
time.
I was hot shit in third. I got straight A's. I got straight A's in 3rd grade. Never again. That was where that's
was
that
your
was
peak.
literally my prime.
That was your peak. No,
I peaked.
but yeah, man, this it's crazy times we live in, but it's like there's a silver lining in the times we're in because you get to learn
There's-
yourself.
Yeah, I think, and that's a good. Ooh, look at this.
Look at us.
Ooh, this is
A
a deep one.
A year into it, and we start talking.
Dude, this is the last podcast of 2020. What the fuck?
This is the last podcast
Right.
of forever. This is our peak.
Dude.
We should just end it right here. 1 year.
You know what I'm saying?
And-
I mean,
And I want to talk about Christmas movies. Here we're all getting like.
look at that.
Right. Honestly,
Look at that.
Playing Pod is over. Next year, Playing Pod 2.
We're calling real talk. Real talk.
Real talk, like TAULK.
TAU with the 2 dots over it.
Oh shit.
WLK.
Wow.
I don't even know how to pronounce.
Real talk.
Ooh, wait, because with the 2 dots like Uber, like ooh. So tau.
Yeah, real talk.
I'm not doing that. No, fuck that. We'll just continue.
Real
the-
talk.
No. Real talk.
What's-
Look how fast we devolved back to where we were. We were just mature adults, and now
got it
we're
like
saying,
that,
now we're saying
baby.
talk.
we gotta like that,
Hey,
baby.
I didn't say nothing. That was
Dude,
both
Rafa,
of y'all.
we took you and dropped you off this ride.
Yeah. Exactly.
You hitchhiked with us, and we dropped you right back off.
Yeah, now we're back. We went around the block.
Welcome back. That was enough of real talk. Now we're playing pod again.
No, let's talk about some dumb shit.
Yeah,
Talk about my favorite Christmas movies, Christmas with the Cranks.
Okay.
I like
Is
that
an
shit.
actual movie?
It is a real movie.
Rafa,
Why
you,
would you think I was playing?
you didn't know Christmas with the Crank is a real movie?
No, I didn't.
It's actually not my favorite.
Well, hold on, pause. Hold on, dead stop. You didn't know Christmas was a Crank with the Cranks is a real film?
Christmas with the Cranks.
No.
It's a Tim Allen movie.
It's Tim Allen.
Hold on, let me look this up.
It's not.
Tim Allen's
It's
in
not like
it.
the best movie ever, but it's a real movie.
No, it's not. It's not a great movie. Tim Allen's in it. What the hell is that girl from Freaky Friday? She's also in Halloween.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis. She's also in it.
That girl, that woman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She's like 4 times your age or something. No, wait, that would put her
Damn,
like
what?
80.
She can't be a girl? She can't be a girl?
No, see, so I was thinking because when Rafa said we should talk about Christmas movies, like this is the last thing.
I know my favorite Christmas movie.
Like I initially wanted to say Die Hard, right? I just right off the bat, I just want to say it, but I'm thinking it might actually be, Jingle All the Way. It might be Jingle All the Way.
I saw that yesterday. That movie's such
What
a
is-
fun,
what is-
Yeah.
goofy-ass movie.
What's Jingle All the
That's
Way?
the Arnold Schwarzenegger film with with Sinbad, with the Turbo Man doll.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah, put that cookie down. Put that cookie
Put that
down.
cookie
I
down.
literally
Turbo
saw that
Time?
yesterday. That
Yeah.
movie's so goofy and stupid, but it's such a fun
I gotta
time.
see that movie
Yeah,
again.
I think that might be my favorite. It's like Christmas movie. Like
You know what's my favorite? Oh, wait, no, Rafa, you go ahead.
Honestly, my favorite is A Christmas Story. I love Christmas Story.
Really?
Is that the one that they play like on USA like all day every day during Christmas time?
Yes, it's the one with the
With the
The
little
little
kid.
boy.
With the
Ralphie.
leg that's like fragile, like fragile. Is that one?
That's...
Yeah. Fragile, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that movie. I just love everything about the movie.
Wait,
Like,
wait,
he's a
wait, wait, wait,
try-out
wait, wait.
Kid, and he just wants to get that BB gun for Christmas.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie because like it's just it's just a movie about this normal ass kid just trying to just trying to get a BB gun for Christmas.
He
Like
just
there's
wants a
nothing.
BB gun for
It's
Christmas.
just
Yeah.
such a simple story, and then you just see hit the just kind of like a normal winter day or a few days of a kid. He gets picked on by bullies, and he daydreams about how people will I related so much to Ralphie. That's the name of the kid.
Yeah.
When I was younger, because I would do shit like that too when I was a kid. Like I would
That's the one where they lick the pole, right?
Yeah.
when they lick the pole, yeah,
Oh,
and
they
just
have the snowsuits on and they can't like put their arms down.
and
Like,
they
dude.
can't put it. Yes, I love it. My favorite scene. I was telling because Nathan never saw it. Nathan saw it yesterday for the first time. I was like,
Oh.
Nathan, I fucking like this is my favorite movie. I love this movie. Whatever. And I told him like I'm gonna point out when it's my favorite scene. My favorite scene of the whole movie is when okay, the scene beforehand. I don't know if you guys remember, but they were driving home from picking up a Christmas tree, and one of the tires get blown out. So the dad's like, "Tie me," and then like he's trying to like change the tire,
Yeah.
and then the mom's like, "Hey, Ralphie, go help out your dad." So Ralphie, the main kid, he's helping out the dad, and then the dad accidentally knocks the bolts out of Ralphie's hand, and Ralphie's like, "Oh, fuck." But like then the narrator goes like, but I didn't say fudge. I said the big one.
Yeah.
I'm saying that he said fuck, right? So then like the dad gets mad. And he's like, go get back in the car. So then the following scene, this is my favorite scene. The following scene, Ralphie's in the bathroom with soap in his mouth. Like he's like biting
Yeah.
on soap. And then the mom's like, okay, tell me who taught you that word. And then Ralphie's like, and the narrator who's older, Ralphie's like, well, I learned it from my dad, but I'm not gonna snitch on my dad. So he blamed it on one of his friends from school. So then the
Jeez.
mom, the mom calls that kid's mom. She's like, oh hi miss, whatever. Like, well, you can't believe what Ralphie said. Like, what'd she say? And like, what did Ralphie say? And she like whispers into the phone, and you just hear it from the phone like, oh my god. And she's like yelling, losing her mind. She's like, and then she's like, "Where did he learn that word from?" Whatever. And then the mom's like, "Well, he heard it from your son." And literally, all you hear from the phone is like, "What? What? What?" And she like, you hear her running up the stairs, and she's like, "Come here!" Like, how? Like, she starts beating her own son over the phone, and then the kid's like, "Mom, what did I do? Mom, what did I do?" Like, it was the most funniest scene to me like ever. I'm just picturing like this kid is just minding his own business, chilling
Just
out in
gets
his room,
beaten.
doing nothing, and his mom literally runs in there full force and just starts beating his ass. Like I just found that so funny. I love Christmas Story. Like that's my movie right there.
I gotta see
Follow
that
up.
again.
I just everything about the when he daydreams and just
Yeah.
how he believes that everybody's gonna agree with him to get the BB gun.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing of like
You shoot your
well,
eye
if-
out.
yeah, like you shoot your eye out, kid.
Doesn't
and
he
like,
really shoot his eye out? Like, doesn't he really like
he
bruise
almost
his
does.
eye?
He almost does, but because he's wearing glasses, he doesn't shoot
Yeah.
his
He
eye
like
out.
cracked the.
He stepped on his glasses because they fell off his face. And like just like all the little stupid things that happen, like the dog's neighbor. She has like 20 fucking like dogs that just run through the house and they eat the turkey, the Christmas turkey, and then like or like when Ralphie, he's like, okay, they have a writing assignment. It was like, what do you want for Christmas? And he's like, oh, I'm gonna write the best fucking paper. The teacher's gonna agree with me that I deserve this BB gun, and then she's gonna tell my mom. Like this stupid ass plan that clearly is not gonna work. Like, but as a kid, you would believe something like that, right? Like I've been in that situation before where I'm like, oh man, if I do this, well, then of course they'll agree with me, and the teacher will tell my mom, and then my mom would have to agree with me too. Like this just you like as a kid you try to connect these dots that don't really
Just
make
makes sense.
but they make sense in your fucking head, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I just relate so much to the movie, like, cause I'm like I used to be like that when I was a kid. I used to do shit. I used to daydream about stupid shit like that, like, oh man, or like when. Like yeah, like he turned in his paper, and then like in his daydream, the teacher's reading it, and she's like, "Oh, Ralphie, it's the best paper in the world." She's like literally having orgasms over this paper, and then like the rest of the class pick up Ralphie, and they're like, "Ralphie!" They're all cheering his name, and like he's having like a little mini parade in the classroom. I would have daydreams like that where like I would do
Yup.
something and like everybody would be like cheering my name, and everybody like, "Oh, Rafa's so cool" and shit like that. Like I really relate to that. Like that movie's like in my core. Like that I just love that movie.
That's
so much.
hilarious.
Yeah, and Follow up to that is Home Alone, the first one. I fucking love Home Alone. There's just the antics and like the slapstick comedy. I just love all that shit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen. You know what? I haven't seen Home Alone in a hot minute.
It's on Disney Plus.
Home
Is it
Alone,
really?
Home
Yeah.
Alone 2 is good. After that, the rest are shit. You don't have to watch the rest of
I
them.
think I remember Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2 is when they're in New York. But the first one is the best one
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Which one was the one? Home Alone 2 was the one with the Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
That's the first
Or
one.
is
That's
that
the first one. That's the first one.
I like that scene.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
And-
scene.
And I don't want to put it in as a guilty pleasure, but like I can see why people might not like it. It's the Grinch with Jim Carrey.
I saw that movie like last month.
Hey,
After a while, dude, I laughed extremely hard this year.
guys,
You did?
guys,
Okay.
guys. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Dude, I don't blame you. It is
I don't
funny.
disagree with you. I don't disagree. I what I remember of that movie, I loved it.
No, Rafa, watch it
I-
again. It is the
It
the
is
humor is
so
so adult.
funny.
The humor is like why
Right,
people didn't like it
yes.
is because it's not the Grinch. It's Jim Carrey
It's Jim
playing
Carrey,
the Grinch.
Yeah,
And
fucking
dude,
around. Like
It
like,
is
one of the
so
jokes-
adult.
like one of the jokes that like even to this day I still remember clearly. And when I watched it younger, I don't know why it hit me so hard. Like, yeah, this joke is hilarious. Because back then I didn't really care about this type of shit. Is when he was riding down the sled down the mountain. He's like, out of the way, I don't have insurance.
Yeah.
For some reason, I found that so funny when I was a kid. Like I didn't know I really didn't like comprehend.
Like
what
you didn't
insurance
understand
really-
what insurance was,
Right. But I found it so funny. Like, oh, he signed my
It's like-
insurance. Like, oh,
Oh,
why
dude.
would he have insurance on the sled? Like, you know?
There was a scene in that movie that, where he was in the town and he was like he's trying to get away and he called for a taxi and obviously he's the fucking Grinch. They're not gonna pick him up. And
Right,
the taxi
yeah,
just
yeah.
drives past him and he turns around and says, "It's because I'm green, isn't it?"
Right,
Dude, I
exactly.
laughed so hard
Dude,
at that. I was like, yo.
come on, man,
This
that
movie's
movie's the
hilarious.
shit.
And like, it also like that movie. It's so quotable. Like literally yesterday, me and Nathan, when we were heading to my brother's house,
Yeah.
we were literally walking to the car and we're like, Max, get to my clothes.
Yeah.
We're doing shit like that. We're just quoting the Grinch.
Dude, the movie is so
Dude.
fucking funny.
That is
Yeah.
one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies.
It's such a good movie.
It's so good. Jim Carrey's so. It's just like, like just peak prime time Jim. Not like peak Jim Carrey, but just like Jim Carrey doing what Jim Carrey does in a Christmas movie, and like, it's so good. It's so fucking good. That
don't-
one and Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol are two of my favorite Christmas.
I've
movies
never
as
seen that one.
I never seen the Christmas one.
It's not, and it's that one I would say is my guilty pleasure.
Mhm.
That was the animated one, right?
That was
Yeah.
because it's
The
like
mocap one.
it's the
Yeah.
mocap kind of like Polar Express.
Oh, when they did that era of fucking CGI,
Yeah.
I
That
hated
was
that.
like-
I
where like
hated that
you got
style.
your Beowulfs, you got
Yeah, I
your.
didn't like that
It
at all.
wasn't that bad though.
No, I just hated the way it looked. Like it always looked so weird to me the way they moved.
I feel
Like
like if
Uncanny.
they did those movies now, they would look. If they did,
Yeah, I
if they
feel like
tried
they
to do
would-
that now,
I don't
they
know.
would look
I don't
great.
know. Look at the CGI in Wonder Woman. I don't know anymore. Brought it
Well,
back,
obviously
baby.
the budget.
Brought it back. Brought it back. Brought it back. Brought it back.
Like super side note. I don't know if you guys remember this, but like back in the day when I first started hanging out with you guys. Well, I mean, we knew each other from like
I was gonna say like, damn.
second grade.
I gotta
and shit.
remember
I'm
second
like,
grade.
I've known you
No,
my
no,
whole
no, like-
life.
It's when I started when I finally started coming over to you guys' houses, like for the
Yeah.
first few times.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that you guys had the Grinch game on the computer,
And it didn't work.
and no, it I don't remember it didn't work. I just remember that Alex would not let me play it. I kept telling him like, bro, let me play the Grinch. Let me play the Grinch. He would just not let me play it.
You know
'Cause
what?
I would see you play it, and you're running around like farting on people and shit. And, like, oh,
Yeah.
No, that
You
game
know what?
did not
He never
work.
let me play that either.
It didn't work. It didn't
Right.
work.
And then eventually he finally let me play it, right? And then I was running around like, and I didn't know what to do. Like it was just like in the middle of like a mission or something. And I just got bored. I'm like, I don't want to play this. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You're like, DC, why you bothering me so much about it? I'm like, dude.
I was
Fuck you.
right. I was right.
He would do that to me too.
Well, here's the thing about the Grinch game. The game never worked. Like if you
I
loaded it
hate
up,
you.
hold on, bitch. If you loaded the Grinch game up, because I remember it would freeze during the opening cutscene and it would never ever ever work. So I never wanted to load it up because it would just freeze the computer every time, and it'll like keep
I don't know.
looping the
that's
same
too
dialogue.
logical of a.
No, I'm serious.
I-
It would load the same dialogue over and over and over again, and it like
I-
low key scared me growing up because the way it like repeated, it was creepy. But
what
yeah.
I remember is that we were as the Grinch. You were in Whoville, and you were running around through
Yep.
Whoville, farting on people.
You were in the disguise at the beginning of the movie.
and ground pounding people and shit like that. And I always wanted to play it, and you would never let me play it.
Yep, I remember
remember-
he would
that's
be in
what
the
I
middle of a
remember.
mission. He would progress, and I'd be like, "Yo, like, let me play." He'd give it to me right from where he was. I'm like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to play." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Why'd you want it then? Take it."
Yeah,
and you take it."
exactly.
You said
Yeah,
you
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
to play. Like what the fuck? I'm gonna delete my save file. Let you start from the beginning. What the fuck am I supposed to
But
do?
you ain't gonna teach me nothing.
Right,
You
you
ain't
ain't
gonna,
gonna let me know what's happening.
you ain't gonna tell me what's going on.
Man,
Right.
hey, I push you in the water, sink or swim. That's figure it out.
Animal,
Right.
fucking animal.
It's the Grinch game. How complicated can the Grinch game be? Sink or swim.
Apparently, really
Well,
complicated.
you
'cause I didn't know
tell
what the fuck I
me.
was doing. Yeah.
You
But
tell me how complicated. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think this is a good place to end this episode of the Playing
Ooh, it's
Pod.
a good one.
The 1 year
wait.
anniversary. Okay.
Really quick. Christmas just passed.
Yes, it
I
did.
just want to ask you guys, what you guys get for Christmas?
Cold.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
I got a rock. No, I got. Well, Ash, you want to go or you want me to go? Or you go.
You
Okay, I'll
asked
go.
me. Okay.
So I got a nice hoodie, nice navy blue hoodie, cause I ain't had that one yet. It was really nice. Got that. I got fucking what the hell is that thing called? I got something called poopery. And if you don't know what poopery is, like poopery, it's a pun.
Okay.
You can guess who gave it to me,
Alex,
but no.
your dad.
Well, it's close to Alex. Anyway,
Okay.
Renee gave it to me,
Oh.
but she loves puns. But fucking, it's literally a spray that you spray into your toilet right before you shit, so it doesn't smell like shit.
Oh. Wow.
And I was like, you know what? Like, that's hilarious. I'm a little offended that you think my shit smell really bad, but
I mean, it's
you're
shit.
right.
Everybody's
But you're
shit
right.
smells.
And I love it, and I've been using it. It's great.
See,
I would not be
Uh,
offended. I'm like, it's shit. Shit smells.
if your
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
smells, you're shitting above the water. You gotta like get your shit under the water, and it smells less.
How you do that? What
some
angle will you be
smells.
shitting from?
You gotta like if you force it hard enough, you gotta aim and force it. It'll go into the little holes.
Like what angle is your anus at?
it's,
Where
like,
you
it's
could
like
just
it's at a maybe like 38 degrees, but you gotta like,
38. Okay.
and then the force is maybe like 3 RPM.
You have
Okay.
to like, you have to enema your asshole so you can just like shoot out.
No, you're
True,
gonna,
it
you're
should
gonna
just-
have.
it
You
should
know
just-
what the splash damage is gonna be on that? Like, you're
For
gonna
real,
get
the
shit
radius of the
everywhere.
radius of splash that I'm gonna get from that is
No, you have to angle it
bonkers.
where it goes straight into the hole.
That's what-
You
yeah,
have to, like,
that's-
slide in there.
You gotta angle it in a way where it's like going down a fucking slide
on
like
the
at a
pipe.
water park.
On its
If
own.
you push it in so perfectly, it flushes the toilet. You know how sometimes when like you put water in the toilet, it just flushes it because the pressure.
Right.
You gotta get that angle, and it'll just
Yeah,
flush it.
yeah,
And then you smell
exactly.
nothing because it never stayed there. It just went in.
You gotta do it where
In one
like
motion.
you gotta do it with enough force and angle where it just rides the pipe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Where it just
right.
rides up the pipe without any sort of flushing.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
goes.
so John got shit.
So I got
spray.
that.
Uh-huh.
And then no. And then I got skee ball, baby. They gave me skee ball, Rafa. They bought me skee
whole
ball you
machine?
play at the house. I love it.
how
I love skee
big
ball.
is it? Like, what is this?
It's like
like a
it's not
tabletop
that
version.
it's like a tabletop skee ball. You literally put it. We literally had it at the edge of the table, and we were at the other side of the table, and they have like wooden balls, like the little skee balls, and you literally just roll them across the table, and it has like a little plastic ramp
Mhm.
that it just fucking goes up like Tony Hawk, and that's how it works. I
So-
laughed really hard.
So it's what, like, how big is it? I'm still trying to kind of figure out how big.
It's maybe like 2 feet tall. I think it's not that. It's
yeah,
not-
like 2 feet tall.
yeah, it's not. It's pretty. It's big enough to have a good time.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds cool.
And it was fun. Like like someone would start, we'd set a score, and everybody would try to beat it. We would just go around.
That sounds
It's a
fun.
blast. I want to bring it around like when stuff stops being the way
Yeah.
it is.
Right.
I want to bring it around so like we have Uno and fucking skee ball,
Skibo,
I hold the
Dude,
I hold
it's dope.
the high score right now. Of
What's yours?
Alex holds the high
170.
score. It's 170.
Oh.
And I danced my way to that high score, baby.
And yeah, Alex fucked around to get that high score too, which is insane.
Yup.
Okay.
Those are my gifts. I love
I'm
them
gonna
very
try to
much.
beat it whenever I get a chance to
Ha,
play it.
fat chance.
I'm gonna try to
bro.
beat it.
All right, and then there's that. But what did Alex? What'd you get?
That's it, John. That's all you got. Well,
Yeah. Damn. What do you mean that's it?
No, no. I just.
So
I don't
what
know,
do you mean
just-
that's it?
It just seems like you. It seems like you had more to say.
Nah, man. I enjoy it. It's quality, not quantity, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Fuck.
Disrespect me again. What'd you say, Alex? What'd you get? Let's get off this real quick, man. You made me feel bad.
So, like, oh man, nobody got me nothing. No, what did I get that was like cool to like? I mean, obviously like the clothes. I got some cool clothes. I got a couple gift cards. You know, I can't wait to buy some movies. I can't think of like the one thing that I got this year. Well, I got a bunch of Ferrero Rocher. It's probably my favorite. My favorite gift. Big ass Ferrero Rocher and a bunch
What
of
is
Ferrero
that?
Rocher, like the hazelnut chocolate.
You never had those? They're like chocolate balls in like that golden fold.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got a fuck
I
ton
got
of
a
those.
giant one and like a
Oh,
bunch
really?
of little
I,
ones.
I never knew the name of them. I just like, oh, there's like those little golden balls.
You don't know
and
about
Yeah.
things.
Ferrero Rocher?
Well, let me tell you, buddy. If you want some, I have plenty on
I just
deck.
got them on deck.
I have them on deck.
Ooh,
Oh, and then I got a Mappy mini arcade to go with my collection of mini
Did you
arcades.
get it just yet? Like,
No,
you have
man,
it?
it's coming Tuesday. I'm a little hurt, but I can't wait for
regret
that.
asking you. Yelled at me.
I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. I love
Said,
Mappy.
Nah, man.
Like, you know the little arcade machines, they're like the My Arcade joints. They're little.
Yeah,
Maybe
the little
like-
tiny ones.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I got I have Galaga already. I have Pac-Man. I have Galaxian, and I got Mappy coming. I can't wait, man. Love Mappy.
Oh, that's cool.
My little arcade is growing.
That's cool.
Yeah. What about you? What'd you get?
I got a. See, the funny thing is that like, I spent time with my cousins and my uncle and them, and
Yeah.
like I didn't really think I was gonna get anything from them. I just kind of, like, I kind of wanted just to kind of head out just to go spend time with my brother, but I kind of got stuck there for a little bit because they wanted to watch the fucking Croods. I was like, oh Jesus, I don't want to watch the Croods. I fell asleep watching it, and I woke up. I'm like, well, guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta go spend time with my brother. But they gave me a $25 gift card to Xbox.
Hey,
I'm like, oh,
Aw.
that's so nice of you guys. Like, I
Smite
didn't-
Gems.
Right, dude.
For
get
real.
Some Might skins,
Or
out of
Roblox, baby.
that. Or Roblox, yeah. And then then I went to spend some time with my brother, with his wife and her family, and like and they always have like a big gathering, because like her side of the family or whatever, like they're like really big. Like there's like most of their families here in Chicago, so like it's always like at least like 20 people in that house. Like there's a bunch of people in that house, right? And they had like a bunch of presents, and there's little kids running around everywhere, and like they waited till like midnight to start giving out gifts, and everybody was getting drunk and shit. Like it was really a fun time. So then they're like, oh, as an example, like John to Alex, and Rafa to John. So they were just like passing out a bunch of gifts or whatever. And I was just chilling, just relaxing. I didn't expect anything, right? Because I kind of just showed up like last minute or whatever, right? And my brother was getting a few gifts. I was kind of seeing what he was getting. He got this really cool Nintendo long sleeve shirt, like with like Nintendo characters in the front, and like in one of the sleeves had like a bunch of like items on there. He got like a Versace cologne, like it smelled really fucking nice. And I was
Ooh.
like, yeah. And then out of nowhere, they're like, oh, Raul and Zoe for Rafa. I'm like, what? Like, oh shit, I'm getting presents too here. Like, what's going on? It caught me by surprise, and I really appreciate it. Because they gave me a $25 gift card to GameStop and some money. And I was like, oh shit, now I have a reason to go back to GameStop.
Smite
because-
Gems, baby.
And some more Smite Gems, right? Yeah.
Gems.
I ended up getting from some other people that from there. This lady gave me a beanie. And I was like, I'm like, good for my
Ooh.
bald ass head because I just got a haircut and I have like really short hair. So.
Nice.
I was about to say, especially because it's getting colder in Chicago, you gotta need
Yeah,
something
no,
to get that
dude, it's
cold
been
down.
so cold recently. And this other lady gave me a shirt, like those short sleeve button down shirts that I like to wear.
Yeah.
What the
With
hell?
with the little patterns. Yeah, I was just like, what? They just handed me a bag, and I'm like, who's this from? And they're
That's
like, oh,
so
it's from
nice.
her. I was like, I was like, oh, like, dude, I was almost like, I was like tearing up. I'm like, these guys are so considerate. Like, with me showing up last minute and I still somehow got gifts, and I felt bad because I showed up. I was empty-handed. Like, I just stopped by to see my brother, and I just felt so accepted by these people. Like, it was a really nice experience.
That's lovely.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is so lovely.
Yeah, so it was
Look at
really
that.
cool. Yeah. So
I feel bad
It-
too because me and Alex told each other that we weren't gonna get each other shit this year.
Yeah.
That Cyberpunk would be our mutual gift to each other.
mhm.
Is what we said. That's what we agreed on. And this man showed up with skee ball, and because like that's a thing. I'm pretty sure I've said it to you, Rafa, right? You've heard
Yeah.
me say skee ball before,
Yeah.
right? So when I get skee ball, I was like genuinely happy and like, oh shit, this. And like Alex did this last minute, and I felt really not even last minute, but apparently he had it planned for a hot minute, and I felt really
Yeah.
bad because I was like, oh shit, we agreed on Cyberpunk as being our gift, so I didn't get you anything, and I felt really really bad.
You can send me money. Quick pay me, bitch.
I ain't doing that. I'm sad, not that sad. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Nah, I felt really bad. So like, I get what you feeling, just not as yours is more important than mine.
Give me a
But
Christmas present
still.
now. I'll take it.
Because I am an empath, I relate.
Thank you.
You understand?
I feel like
There you
skee
go, you're
ball
welcome.
redeemed me from the whole onward thing. Like,
Don't
I
get
feel
your
like
hopes up.
I
skee
don't know
ball,
about that.
but it's skee ball.
It is skee ball.
See, I feel like if you would have brought him some cheese curds with skee ball,
Oh, son of a
Maybe.
bitch.
Oh, I
maybe.
knew it was
Oh,
missing
son of a bitch.
something. God damn it.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
hell,
I
cheese
took you out
curds
for
to
ice
skee
cream that
ball,
one
bro,
time you
ski?
asked for it. I think I'm redeemed at this point. Eh?
True, you did.
Uh-huh.
You know what? You was right.
Yeah.
I one time told Alex, I was like, "Hey, I want ice cream," and he just showed up at the house and we went to go get ice cream.
Yeah, see,
And I was
redeemed.
joking. I didn't even want ice cream like that. I was just
Oh,
joking,
well,
but he
fucking
showed-
send me,
but he
quick pay
showed
me.
up what you gave, but it was delicious. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That your mocha humble
Very
fudge,
good.
boy. Anyway, okay, I think we're now at a
That's-
good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran through 'em. 2 hours. Jesus Christ.
And we only hit
it's the-
one topic.
It's the Christmas special.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Kinda.
It
Yeah.
was just Wonder Woman, and then we
It was
went.
just Wonder Woman.
Yeah. I mean, I know I extended a little bit longer, but I mean, Christmas just passed. You know.
Nah, it's the holidays.
Ah,
I
fuck
just
it.
kind of want to see where you guys were at.
So-
Nah, it was good.
To you guys, to listeners out there, Happy New Year in advance, because obviously the next episode is going to come out in 2021.
Right.
Happy New Year. Be safe. Hopefully you guys had a great Christmas with the family. That everybody's safe. No crazy shit spawns from Christmas, or from New Year celebrations. So we'll see you guys in 2021. And yeah, man. Happy New Year.
Gonlio only can go up from here.
Cone Leo? How did you even
Yeah, I don't
keep
know.
that
man.
up? I think I
don't
said
know.
Cone Leoco. I was like, what is happening here?
That's
I
worse.
see that show,
So,
Kolyoko.
yo, speaking
I've
of
never seen that show either. I don't even
speaking
know.
of ending the podcast, y'all remember Code Lyoko?
I got one more thing to say.
Oh man. All right, we'll see you guys next year.
God
Bye.
bless.
Alex,
Give
play
me
me
your
out.
wallet. Give me your wallet. Give me your wallet.
Alex, play me out.
Play you out. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play. I don't even know what song this is.
Oh shit!
Merry Christmas for your ass. Get that reindeer up your ass.